KOllOK is your senpai, and KOllOK notices you. KOllOK questioned your need to be noticed, though. Well, maybe not question. KOllOK shows concern. To be noticed. Is that really such a good thing? To be seen. To be put on display. Are you ready for that responsibility? To hold oneself on display. Never mind all that. You are seen. KOllOK sees you. I guess you just have to be okay with it. I am your driver in this story. This fictional story that rides parallel to the truth in a make-believe town of KOllOK, Washington. This town may not be real, but its inhabitants, its happenings, are as familiar and as Americana as they could possibly be. Take yourself back, just before the break of the information age, and take a look outside your window. There, you will see KOllOK. As your driver, I am leading you through a live improvisational story. You, as my passengers in the room, will be rolling dice to decide the outcome of random encounters and/or situations. You at home, you are a passenger in this car too. You are contributing to this story through your contributions at oneshot.straylogic.com, your discussions on our Discord server, your posts on social media. We are using a system known as Kids on Bikes to guide this experience. Now, in an uncharacteristic move, I would like to take a moment to gather some insight into the minds of our passengers at the table. I look into their innermost thoughts, their characters' journals, diary entries, what have you. So please, share, Beth Peg.
Well, I can officially impress people by telling them that I've been shot by a cop after attempting to steal his car to help my friends get away. Surprisingly, getting shot is a lot different than what I thought it would be. I didn't even really feel the bullet at first, and I honestly wouldn't have even believed that I'd gotten shot if I hadn't been staring at the gun. It was really weird, not feeling the pain I thought I should be feeling. The absence of that pain made me feel really empty. It feels the way it feels when I think about how different my parents are, how different my life in KOllOK is now. It honestly, and I know this sounds like I'm trying to write an angsty poem, but it feels like someone shot my life a while ago, and the shock is only now wearing off, and I'm realizing how empty and alone I actually feel.
Thank you, Beth Peg. Billy Baker will enlighten us with his whatever.
We're back where we started, or at least where we thought we ended and got to start again. So, this thing has 3 hearts, like a cow, and we only got 1. I think I found a place to enter the grotto, so I know what I'm doing.
Wow. Mickey Jones.
Something feels different this time. I'm in control, but it feels like I'm being watched. What she did, breaking up with Tibby, I think it was too much. And the walls are gone now, but where does that leave us? Everyone's worrying about their own things, and I don't want to burden them with my problems. Like you usually do. But I'm not a burden, they're my friends, and they want to help me. But without you, their lives would be easier right now. No, they don't feel that way about it, and for the time being, I have this under control. I just have to keep it that way. And how long can you do that for? Aren't you exhausted already? I'm fine. I can't let my guard down. I can't slip up. I can't let her back in. Oh, you'll slip up. You'll lose focus, you'll get distracted, you'll get tired. you'll fall asleep. And when you do, I'll be here, waiting.
Thank you, Mickey Jones. Mallory Jenkins.
I'm starting to feel like you don't even read these. No offense, Mrs. Pegg, but you and your husband are kind of weird. I've heard of swinging before, and it's fine if that's your thing and all, but you should just know that I'm not really into it. I mean, I've never tried, so I guess I don't know for sure, but you both make me very uncomfortable. Again, no offense. I mean, you're attractive enough, I guess, but it's not kosher, you know? Plus, Mr. Pegg is just... Anyway, you know, I come to sessions and it just feels like the same thing every time. I feel like Embeth listens better than you do, and if I'm being real with you and myself, I don't even think until recently she liked me very much. Are you listening? When I started writing these, I did it because I had to. Now I feel like I need someone. Are you listening? I need someone to.
Thank you, Mallory Jenkins. Laura Bennett.
Well, it looks like being a clone is no longer special. I guess Mallory's one now? Or is Dad reincarnated? I don't know. It's so weird. It's being an ego in a different body isn't special anymore. Mickey's got 2. And I guess Billy is someone named Lucas? Jenkins? So what's the point? I never thought I'd be the normal one, or the pointless one. I used to be so special. And now I'm here, doing my best for my friends. But I don't know what the point of me is anymore. I'm just gonna keep walking forward. I thought Mallory would understand, but he's got his own things to deal with. Everyone has so much to deal with, and I feel like I'm forgetting everything that's really important. Where's Cheese? How's Mike? I'm overwhelmed, and as much as I care about my friends, I feel like the only one that can actually help is Pox. And I don't even know where he is anymore. Fuck.
Thank you, Laura Bennett. I will not ask if they have any questions, for it's time to drive.
Hello, and welcome to KOllOK, America's heart. Life is generally easy in KOllOK. The spirit of our small town is built around enjoying life, despite our technological empire. KOllOK is like Paris. Art, music, and treasures of life are not just incidental. They are central to the spirit of our little town. This is a special gift for visitors and those who live in our vast green valley. KOllOK's natural beauty can be thanked to the peaks that tower over us in our four corners, shielding us from the elements. Spend the day at Crater Lake, fed by the ever-flowing Riley River. America's heart. Enjoy our historic Main Street, or take a tour of our world-famous Shepherd's Winery. My favorite. KOllOK prides itself in being a world leader in renewable energy and advanced medicine. All thanks to our most famous attraction, Synchroneity Tech. Many new families find their home in KOllOK. Brought in to fill one of the country's most exciting genetic research facilities, many open roles. Science is at the very soul of KOllOK. Gated by nature itself. You found yourself back at the start.
Sitting above KOllOK Winery, on the southeast side of town, rests a small cabin reserved for the local national park station. Despite its once abandoned state, it finds new life through the ownership of a new resident, Ranger Justin. Though passengers, you may know him better as the Traveler. He sits contemplatively at a wooden table, gazing into the mass of flesh known as cheese. His friend, companion, more accurately, prisoner, Mike Mickelson, eats a bowl of late-night cereal as a loud knock reverberates through the space.
Would you like me to get it?
Mike, I think that's a good idea.
All right.
Just in case it's somebody we don't want to see.
Yeah. All right. I get up and open the door.
You see standing before you, Mike Mickelson, Dr. Wallace Ronnie. He seems frightened, confused, exhausted. Dr. Wallace Ronnie, you do not recognize this boy, this young teen.
Hi, Dr.
He's not
Ronnie.
who you expected.
How you doing, Dr. Ronnie?
Good.
Michael. Mike, for sure.
Mike,
Nice to
who
meet
is
you.
it?
It's Dr. Ronnie.
Oh, well.
Justin.
Doctor, please, come in. What seems to be troubling you?
Have you heard about what happened?
Oh, I can only assume. You see, he points to the jar. Dr. Ronnie, you recognize this jar from the meeting that happened just hours before.
You were there?
No, you see, we ran into a couple friends on the way to see what might be happening. Took ourselves a little souvenir.
Did you see what happened? Did you hear what happened to everybody inside of there?
Why don't you enlighten me?
Well, everything was going...
Please, have a seat. You seem upset.
Thank you. They're all dead. The debate started off as good as it was going to get, honestly, with the shit show that was already. But so they had chili in the back. Some random person just came up and said that they had spiked the chili.
That's awful. Spiked with what?
So, what do you think they spiked it what? They spiked it with the fucking drug.
Interesting. I'm curious. We haven't had a sample size of that. Enlighten me. What happened next?
Half of them, it seemed like, started freaking out, and half of them did what happens when you take this fucking drug and you're not ready for it.
So it appears that we've made a pretty hefty payment this month. This is good news.
No, these were our people. We can't... This is crazy. We can't keep...
You knew what you were getting into when you agreed to this.
I had friends there. I had people that I had cared for. Well, I don't care if this is just junkies that are just getting into this and, you know, paying off the debt, but this is... I delivered some of these people. Kids were there.
That's awful. I can understand you might be quite disturbed by what you saw, but...
Hold on. Were you behind this?
Metaphorically or actually?
Both.
Well, I mean, you had to know something like this could happen. We put it out into the world. We're trying to collect. Get you out of your bad deal as quickly as possible. That was the intention.
What if I had taken it?
Wouldn't be my problem, now would it? At least you have the knowledge to maybe prepare yourself in that situation to choose correctly. And don't worry about my friend here. He's privy to this information. You've met.
We just met.
Right.
There's got to be another way. Like, we can find other people, and honestly, that
wasn't the deal. I didn't, though I may have tried in the past, I did not kill my wife. That was the doing of somebody else. And with her dying, that deal died with her. You've seen what's been happening. The rest of your town will burn if I hadn't stepped in and negotiated new terms to that agreement.
Traveler, sir, I don't want to keep doing this.
Well, isn't that fucking convenient right now?
What are you having him do?
He's my assistant. Because of him, we've been able to do so much. He's quite valuable.
This is not right. I don't want to be behind all these people dying and being a part of this plan that you're doing.
So what would you do? You know you can't exist out there.
There has to be some cure.
You were lost when I found you. Forgotten.
I just want to go back to my old life, you know.
You know that can't happen.
Why not?
Because you've changed. You're different.
Different like those kids?
Yeah. With me, at least you've got a friend.
But you're killing people.
That's debatable.
You made me get that jar full of flesh. That's a dead person in there.
Also debatable.
He was there?
No, he was with me.
I was there. He told me to grab the jar.
From a friend. Look, Mike. I don't mean to put you through this.
I mean, I want to see my family. At least.
If you do not continue rendering your services to me, you'll never get to see your family again.
Is there any paper around that I can, take secretly?
Roll your brains. Difficulty of 6.
Is a skull a 1 or 6?
It explodes.
Oh, it explodes?
So roll
Okay.
it again.
Okay.
And add that.
So it's a 2.
8?
So, 8 total.
Yes, 8 total.
Mike sees on the opposite end of the room a legal pad, a pen, a couple notes that have been jotted down next to the phone.
And is there a pen on it by chance? Or?
Yes.
Okay. I just take it and I just turn around.
So
like
Mike
pacing
crosses
around.
the room
Yeah.
towards this legal pad. As he does, he walks behind Dr. Ronnie. Ronnie, you find yourself at a cabin. You remember that you were heading here. But you're at the table. You have concerns. Oh. Mike, can you please, at least for this conversation...
I'm sorry.
Who?
Hi, Dr. Ronnie. I'm Michael. Mike, for short.
Hi.
Traveler.
How long have I...
I know.
Did you hear about what...
You told me. We've been over this already. Don't worry about it.
What do you...
It's fine. Just remain calm. I know how upset you are. Mike, have a seat.
Sorry.
You grabbed the legal pad and paper, Mike. You have it underneath the table with you.
Yeah. Could I be writing a note saying that please send help? Would I notice where this location's at by chance?
The location of where you are now?
Yeah, where I'm at right now.
Yes, you would.
Could I write on a note, please send help at this location?
You may.
And I write it down, and how far is he from me?
It's a small table.
Okay. So I would try to slide it to him.
You feel a tap on your leg from under the table. As you look underneath, you can see a note being passed over. Now, Dr. Ronnie, I understand that you have concerns, but those concerns go against the deals of our arrangement.
What I'm trying to say is that... How much should we talk about? Can't we renegotiate and just... It's a contract. Contracts can be renegotiated all the time.
Have you ever heard of a successful renegotiation with Mammon? Not once, but twice? I put myself out there for this town, for people like you, to fix this mess that my ex-wife left behind. Now, a thank you would be nice.
Thank you for what you've done.
Oh, I appreciate that. That is good to hear.
But the cost is so high. The fingers were one thing, but this is getting out of hand.
Indebted. For eons. With this plan, through people's own choices. Let us not forget, they choose. It's their choice to return from where they came. And by doing so, we're eliminating that debt. Not long from now, you'll be free. For the first time in this small town's history, you'll know what freedom is.
So let me get this straight.
Can I have reached under to grab that from him?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You're killing people to set them free? It's like some sort of cult?
Mike, I understand you're just a boy, and a simple one at that.
I just want to go back to my old life. Like
you
I said.
can't, and you know it. You tried that already before I found you. How many times do you want to live through your own mother looking at your face like you're a stranger?
I'd rather be there than just be here helping you with just this plan. Doesn't matter how many times I have to say it to my mom or my family. It's better doing that than helping you with this sadistic garbage. What do you gain out of this?
I'm saving this town, Mike.
From what?
Why?
There's a good question. Welcome to the party, Dr. Ronnie. Why?
What are you getting
indeed?
from this? Everything comes at a cost. Everything comes at a price. What are you getting off the top of this?
You're not privy to that information. That's between myself and Mammon. That deal doesn't concern you.
Wait, who's Mammoth?
Mike,
I mean, if you want me in your plan, you should tell me as well what's going on.
I expect you to absorb and to learn. You have access to things you could never have access to before. I'm giving you a good life here, Mike. And with me, you have a friend that can remember your face. A conversation. Don't forget how much you longed for that. When I found you, how much you just wanted someone to connect with again.
Yeah.
Is he like the others?
Yeah. Dr. Ronnie, you see, when you leave here, you'll remember none of this. It will be absent from your mind. Blank. As if time moved on without you. Because of Mike's generosity and his talents, we've made great progress. So how do I know you're going to stick to the deal? How do I have faith that after this conversation, that you won't even remember, you'll do your job? As you are contractually obligated to do so.
I'll keep the status quo. But you can't. There are.
Mike, can you grab me a knife from the kitchen real quick, please?
What are you going to do?
Just a steak knife is fine.
What?
Just
What are
a
you gonna-
small steak knife.
What-
It's fine. Please, Mike.
All right, I'll go get the knife.
Thank you. Continue, Dr. Ronnie. I said continue!
You can't be throwing wrenches and surprises at me like this. If you want this to keep going the way it's going, it's been going successfully. Would you agree?
I think you're unaware of how much we've done, as I would want you to. I think it's presumptuous for you to assume that you're in any position to demand anything from me, or to assume that you can sit at this table as if you are my equal. I know your history runs deep in this town. I value that. But please do not forget your place.
Okay.
Here's your knife.
Thank you. Now, I think it's important that you remember something about our conversation. I can't have you turning your back on the deal.
I'll do whatever you say.
Good, then unbutton your shirt.
Please no.
No, you don't, no.
Unbutton your goddamn shirt, Doctor.
Can I step in front of him? Be
You may.
Don't, please don't.
No,
Don't hurt him, please.
Don't hurt him. Just don't.
I wouldn't have to do this if he could remember this conversation, Mike, but as you're aware, all of this will be a blank mystery to him. So I have to make sure he remembers not to betray us.
You can't just like do a recording and just send a tape to him or something?
That's a good idea.
Mike, I have my methods.
I mean, I have a much better, cleaner method. I mean, you don't want to get your knife dirty.
Did I ask for your method?
Just trying to...
You know, you're right. Maybe a knife is a little bit primitive.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that. The traveler lifts his left hand. and with that, lifts Mike into the air, freezing his body in space above the table.
Don't.
What are you?
With his right, he forms a point. He looks at your chest, and he begins to spell out as a deep pain sears onto your skin.
Stop!
As smoke begins to rise from underneath your white shirt.
Please stop!
You feel this intense pain striking and ripping across your skin.
That's enough. You don't have to do that anymore. Stop!
He squeezes his embrace around Mike.
No, leave him. Just do it.
I'm
Do it to me.
almost finished.
Do it to me. Just
Almost
leave him
done.
alone.
And he releases Mike back down into his seat. I think it's time for you to leave, Doctor. So my friend and I can have a conversation alone.
May I go and shake his hand? Bye, Elise.
Don't. Just.
It's just manners.
Dr. Ronnie, thank you for your continued service. I hope you've got some ointment at home that's going to need it.
Can I turn around to have my back towards the traveler and be facing him?
I had already grabbed the
Right,
note.
right.
Okay.
I just want to mouth. Note. Read the note. And I shake his hand.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna be scared and just agreeing with him. Just. Okay.
Please, Dr. Ronnie, I think the door is waiting for you.
I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to you. And I'll leave.
As you cross that threshold and exit the space, you are startled by the sound of a door open and closing. You're outside. You remember you came to the cabin. You feel an intense pain in your chest. As you unbutton your shirt, you can see spelled out on your chest, remember the deal.
I'm gonna turn around and see the cabin.
The lights go off. And that is where we will conclude tonight's prologue. We begin again. August 9th, 12:30 a.m. Mallory Jenkins, Mbeth Pegg, Laura Bennett, Mickey Jones, Tibby Devon, and Billy Baker stand inside of a concrete tunnel next to a blind woman who, for all intents and purposes, has disengaged with them, her head down, slouched into her old metal chair. Her words carried with them an assumption that she's been in that chair for years. How is that possible? Surely, it was a misunderstanding. Her arm lifts from her side to motion further down the hall from the ladder entry from which you all came. As her arm lifts, a subtle glow of lights appear, marking the only path that you may take. Lights like you might see in a theater row, guiding you towards your seats, dim but with a slight flicker. But just within that dim glow, you can see at the end of this row of lights an escalator going down, deeper, underneath KOllOK.
I start walking ahead down the tunnel.
Whoa, Mallory. Did you know that lady?
No, I don't think so. It was, it's weird what she said, right? It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just gonna ignore
Yeah.
it? What?
I mean,
How long has she been in that chair?
she's probably just crazy, right?
I want to run back to the old lady and like snap in front of her face, see if anything happens.
That's rude.
Is she a robot?
Huh. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'll
strange.
run back to the group.
Nothing?
She maybe Mallory activates her.
I mean, I could
How
try
long has your
and
dad been dead?
not long. It was a few months ago.
Do you think she's been down here alone all that time?
Yeah, your
She
guess
said she
is
hadn't
as good
talked
as
to your-
mine.
Dad, since the boy, and that's you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
19?
Has she been here that long?
Wonder
Look
what
how
she
old
eats.
Like, she's a million.
Where does she poop?
Maybe the chair has like a thing.
If she doesn't
underneath
eat,
her.
she probably
Maybe
doesn't have
there's
to
a
poop.
bathroom down
There
here.
we
Oh,
go.
good point.
Yeah, but if she doesn't eat, then she's got to be getting nutrients from something, and then like those nutrients still got to go through her body, and then she
I
poops.
feel like we're focusing on the
Photosynthesis,
wrong
yeah.
thing.
Yup.
Oh, no. I think we're focusing on the wrong thing.
Uh-huh.
What is it? She was saying that you and your dad,
She's like, oh, they're the same.
they're the same.
Our
But I mean,
passengers hear a slight whirl of machinery from off in the distance. It echoes from down the tunnel, up this escalator. You hear the sound before whatever energy that was coursing through those machines reaches those moving stairs. And then as the metal starts to grind like it hasn't been used in years, the sound of rust scraping up against itself as the escalator begins to move.
Huh. That's weird. I
Is
mean,
there another escalator coming up, or is it only one going down?
Only one going down.
Is there a stairs option?
This is the only thing that goes down.
Okay.
It seems like this is like the entrance, and then there's an exit on the other end.
You would
I
hope.
don't know. Look at the
Let's
map.
hope.
Do you know where we're going?
Where does it look like we are? Are we still in the entrance here?
You are.
If we keep going this way, it looks like we'll go down into a powerhouse, a big dome. And then, I don't know, the map's kind of hard to read,
That's
but
kind of interesting.
It's very dim. There's not much light in this
I
space.
pull out my lighter.
whoa. It's a paper map.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna. Okay.
She's
So
got
if
a
we,
point.
Fire,
if we
yeah.
go into the powerhouse and then we go through the air filtration facility and then we follow that, we can, and then we just go straight down a long ways. That's where Heart 2 is, and then we'll take a right before that to get to Heart 3.
But are you saying that? What do you want to go to like deal with the hearts now?
That's why we're here, right?
What are we gonna do when we get there?
Wait, why did we come here again?
I didn't really have a
I thought we
plan.
were
I just
gonna-
thought we should. I thought it'd be kind of
thought we were
cool to
just
get the
going down
everyone
here 'cause
together.
Sheriff Bull's up there.
I
you
thought
know?
we had to
Bull?
destroy the hearts.
I thought he was
Well,
dead.
Yeah, we do have to destroy the hearts and like.
Oh yeah,
figure
let's
out-
go on an adventure because we were all really bummed.
Well, yeah. I mean, you were mostly bummed. We were trying to unbum you. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
Still
I
look
mean,
like
all right,
Mr.
let-
Clean.
let's go
Mickey's
back.
back.
Oh,
The hair will come back later.
Is she back? Hold his
maybe.
hand. Hold his hand.
Oh
Yeah.
wait,
Am I-
you're not holding hands?
on
No,
his
we're
back.
good. Yeah, I'm carrying her. It's fine.
What? It's getting kind of drafty in here. I wonder what temperature it is in here, Mickey. What?
You're gonna make me. It's 69 degrees. Are you happy?
Yeah, I guess I am.
I hate that I forgot that was the thing that we're doing.
Okay,
I
but-
didn't, because I don't know what you guys would do if I did it wrong.
Okay, but no offense, Mickey. We still have no proof that evil Mickey Mouse isn't listening.
Who decided on Mickey Mouse as her nickname?
I think
Fake
it was,
Mickey
like
is
it.
Mickey Mouse.
Billy kind of. I think Billy did Mickey Mouse, and I just kind of agreed that Mickey Mouse was a good name for it.
It.
Are we?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
the lady's gone and so's the ladder.
What?
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 As our passengers turn to look behind them, the woman, the chair, the ladder from which they came are no longer there.
Was there nothing in your dad's weird ghost safe about this? Just a, hey, heads up.
Can I-
1, you're a clone of me, I think. 2, like, there's a ghost lady in the tunnel.
We never said clone. Clone was not said.
There's nothing
They
wrong
said
with
that
being a
something-
clone. Let me
No,
just say that up top.
I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being a clone. I think it's cool that you're a clone. I'm saying that wasn't clear by what she said. Can I go back then? I want to, examine the area where the chair was and see if I'd notice anything strange about it.
Roll your brains, difficulty of 8.
13?
You see 4 indents on the floor, like those that a chair with some rubber feet might have left behind. On the wall, Mallory Jenkins, you see screw holes and rust left behind from metal that was once touching this concrete wall. But as you look up, there's a wooden slab over whatever might have been left behind on that ceiling. The wall goes up about 12 feet in height. Towards the top, you have a long connection of metal tubes, wires, all following back towards that escalator going down.
It's actually messed up as an 11, but anyway. Guys, do you see this? Where we came through is closed.
I mean, it's
Well-
honestly not even as creepy as the lady being here was.
Well, she's gone. Maybe she had a lunch break?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's indents here where the chair was, but I don't know how the hell it just disappeared.
Oh, it looks like we have only one way to go then.
Yep, and we should do it. I'm very uncomfortable just staying here.
Did we agree that we were coming down to kill the hearts?
Why else would we be down here?
I thought we were going on an adventure.
Okay, but
That's
like
kind of
adventures
When
are
is that ever
supposed to have
fun?
a fucking point.
I thought we were just going to get answers.
Okay, well this is a lot more questions, right? So maybe we should just leave.
His dad had this, and the council wanted it, so there must be something important down there.
Yeah.
Hearts.
Even if we
There's
can't-
2 hearts. We killed one of them. Let's kill the other 2.
Okay,
Let's kill
so-
it
Hearts
there.
make everything
on.
terrible?
Wait, Billy, when we killed the heart last time, the weather got bad, and
Okay, well you kill one more
How
and it gets
bad?
good.
That's
how do we know?
bad?
We don't know that.
Also, how are we planning on killing it? Because the last time we shoved a lady in there.
I don't know. We'll shove
We don't have
Tibby
any
in
ladies
there.
We're not
to shove
shoving
in.
anybody in there.
Why did you say that? That was so mean.
Why don't we get there and just
kidding.
see what
It's a
we
joke.
see?
He's having a hard time.
I know. I'm just trying to
Take it
lighten the
easy.
mood.
I'm having a hard time. Look at
Also-
my
We're
head.
Okay,
having a hard time.
listen.
Yeah.
Can we the council was trying to get what we have now, okay? Which means that they're interested in the hearts too.
Or they didn't want us to know about them. Or anyone, for that matter.
It's true.
It
I
doesn't
think we
look
should
like
just
anyone's
start
been down
going.
here in a really long time. And it was carpeted over at the law office.
Yeah.
Well, let's just be cautious. If there's hearts, it seems like that's pretty important. They wouldn't just leave them down here.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
probably
saying,
people.
I guarantee there's got to be security. So I don't think we should kill these hearts yet, because I think we need a better plan. But I guess we could scope the place out,
Yeah.
get an idea of.
A recon mission.
Oh, recon.
yeah.
That does
Yeah.
sound cool.
However,
We're like Navy SEALs.
Do we
it's
want
going to
code
be
names?
hard to run back up this escalator and get out of this entrance that doesn't exist. So,
Well, you said
Are
there's
there other exits?
Have you never run up an escalator? It's not that hard.
okay, Mickey, I don't want to
My
address the
parents say
elephant in the
escalators
room,
are actually pretty unsafe.
but we would have to.
He's talking about how you couldn't run up anything.
Oh
right?
my god, yeah.
Do we want to fight?
Okay.
No, I don't want to
Wow.
fight you. It's just that we
Wow.
would have to run you up an escalator. It's already hard as it is.
Let's just go down the escalator. We'll
Okay,
figure out a way
okay,
out down there.
Nikki, let's get a safe word. If you want me to fix your legs so you can kick these boys. Just
Oh, I don't
say-
need my legs to kick their asses.
Ooh,
I'm.
that's the real Mickey.
I like
I mean,
that.
I'm not-
Excuse me
Yeah.
for being
Trying
practical
to-
right now.
Maybe just.
All right, Billy. How about you lead the way?
Please.
Okay.
Okay, there are a couple maybe potential exits. We have under the towers. It seems that there might be an exit,
Should we check out the hearts first before? Oh, we should know where the exit is before the.
Yeah.
I see.
and then there might be an exit over near Heart Free, the
What
police
happens
entry.
if we get split up? We should have a plan.
What if we intentionally split up like Scooby Doo or something?
That's
When has that
never
ever
as
worked out?
good.
I mean, it does seem to
I don't
work out
think
for
it's a
them.
good idea for us to split up down here. We don't even know what's down here.
The only reason they split up was because Fred wanted to be with Daphne, but that's beside the point. We're not splitting up.
Yeah, we don't have any way to communicate either. We don't know what's going on down here.
Guys, I found on the map there's a council mammon meeting room.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What's
What
a
is
mammon?
that?
I bet we
Mammon?
would get some answers there.
What's a mammon?
We've heard mammon before.
Yeah. Sky's contract was with Mammon.
Is that in the Bible?
It's a bank, right? It was a bank.
It was in the grotto.
It's a I saw that on the map too. What's a grotto?
It's like a thing.
Sort of like
thing that we
It's where
have
like
used
mermaids hang out, right?
before.
Yeah.
What?
It's more like a gateway
To what?
to travel between.
Are you familiar with like
universes?
wormholes? I think it's like a wormhole, but okay,
Yeah.
but it's like a hub for other wormholes.
Yeah.
There's so much that you guys have not shared with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm very
hasn't
confused.
come
Well,
up.
it's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah,
But
you know
you
what?
want us to come down here and kill a bunch
I'm
of
not really-
birds.
Why don't you have a seat? I'd love to tell you about wormholes that
There's
I've encountered. Would
nowhere
you
to
believe
s-
me if I said that?
Why would you ask me to
It's
sit on
not
this
a
concrete
wormhole.
floor?
I like
I'm
I
going
like
through
start
a
doing a wall sit, and
hypothetical
I'm just like,
scenario.
Okay, so we've
Okay,
got all
explain.
this like important information, but
Okay, so Mickey
instead
and
we
I,
played
Let's tackle
D&D
it as
all
we go.
summer.
we've been to the grotto before, and it's like a wormhole that can take you to places, and there's people that work there, and they seem to know, and there's all these universes, and this connects them.
It's less of a wormhole and more of an asteroid floating in space.
I think
Cool,
it's
that's a
to be
nightmare.
more-
Talk louder. I'm walking down the hall.
I get up and I start following Laura.
I start following Mallory.
I start following him back.
I guess. Okay, fine. I guess we're going. Jesus. All right. The passengers start walking towards the escalator. Are you stepping on?
Yep.
Is there a way to slide down it? Like on the side? I don't trust escalators.
You could, yes. Would you like to do that? It's a long way down.
No, I'm good. I'll consider it for a moment and then shake my head and start walking down.
You can't see what's at the bottom. Your eyes would have to adjust as you go. But you notice, as the escalator starts going down, around every 25 feet, a new set of lights clicks on the wall, as if activated by your very presence. But the ones behind you turn off.
They
You
like
can
know
no
where we
longer
are.
see
Yikes.
where you came from, and you cannot see where you're going. But you can feel you're going down, deeper, underneath KOllOK.
Do you think they have cameras in here?
I bet it's some sort of like motion technology.
Huh.
You'd think if they saw us coming in, they would have sent someone after us by now.
Yeah, or that they
Well,
want us to come deeper
someone did see us
into
come
their
in,
trap.
and that someone is gone, you know? What if she went and told somebody?
She treated you like you were expected.
Yeah.
This feels very much like a video game. Like it's only loading shit around us.
Huh.
Don't get that reference, but okay.
Yeah,
Like-
me neither.
Yeah, what are you playing?
usually,
it's
like-
usually just like one.
Well, it's like when you're playing like The Legend of Zelda, you walk and then you're out of that area. You're only in this area now. It feels like that because like the lights were turning off behind us and then you can't see anything. And then that lady disappeared.
Yeah.
It's like we already got the sword.
I've wondered that about my power of like sometimes I make people see things, but like how far does that go? You know?
Like maybe if you were like 500 feet away from the flamethrower, it would just be a lame station wagon.
Exactly.
I thought you were talking about a weapon for a second.
What?
Is someone coming down?
Yeah, hi, hello.
Yeah.
Pretend to be your dad.
Hello?
Hi, it's Merle.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Yeah, Merle, and I've got,
Ask him how long it's been.
do you remember how last time I was here?
Well, can I wait for you to get to the bottom? I haven't used my voice like this, and it's hard to yell.
Sure, and just so you know, just so you're not startled, I do have some associates with me.
Okay.
I can help. Okay, with the talking. Okay.
Make him look
The
like
voice you heard sounds young. Like a young teenager, a young woman.
Huh.
Did that ring a bell? Do you guys know?
She sounds kind of hot.
I don't really.
I am.
What?
As the next set of
mean,
lights
really?
turns on,
What?
you see the dim glow of a woman at the bottom, waiting for you.
Does anyone recognize her?
She's in a wheelchair. her head tilted up and back, a little to the side, as if she's trying to acknowledge your presence with her ears instead of her eyes.
Hi.
Hi?
Hi, it's great to see you again. When was the last time? It's been so long.
Welcome. I'm Alice. Who are you?
Merle Jenkins.
We're
That's
here.
me.
We're headed to the council meeting room. There's a big old council meeting.
Yep.
Yep.
We're all here for that.
Is the program starting again?
It sure is.
That's what we're here to talk about. Very hush-hush.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about some of the details of the program, some of the specifics.
The escalator comes to the bottom, stops upon reaching its destination, as if it could tell you were the ones riding it. You see just more of a concrete path behind her, only lit slightly in the area around her. On the top right of the ceiling, you see the wires and the metal casing just continuing to move deeper and deeper within. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. I haven't made contact with anyone in so long.
What's your official position?
I just make sure things are okay.
Uh-huh.
And what was your name again?
Alice,
Do you have a last name?
I don't remember.
How long have you been down here?
What year is it?
91.
1991.
18 years.
That was fast, man.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You're like my age.
Yeah,
You can't.
were you 0 when you first came down here? I don't get it.
It's super rude.
I think I'm 15. I don't know.
It's weird what you just
Okay,
said, right?
yeah.
That you've
Yeah.
been here 18 years, but you're 15?
Because then you would have been
Yeah.
-3 when you came here.
That's pretty weird, right?
I do some math too.
Right. Well, the engines keep me young.
Ah,
The engines.
of course. Tell us about those.
The engines that are part of the program.
Yeah, remind us about those. Let's see if you
Well, they
remember.
were here before the program.
We're supposed to check the engines before we check the meeting room.
Yes, the check engine light came on upstairs.
But our map doesn't have engine on it, so we'd like to...
Are we in the powerhouse right now?
No, the domes are down this way. They're past my office. I don't go in there too often.
Is anyone else down here?
I hear Mother every once in a while, but
Your mom.
I don't
Oh, your mom's down here with you.
know Mother.
Oh.
We don't talk to each other. No, I've just been alone, but I listen sometimes.
That's good. Listening's
Yeah,
good.
it's nice listening to Mother.
Why don't you go ahead and...
I've heard some of you before.
Yeah, we've come down here before.
No.
Specifically, which of us?
Yeah.
And where?
It's hard to keep track. I don't try to be nosy.
That's very sweet of you.
I'll show you my office.
Yeah, I'd love to see your office.
After you.
She turns her chair and starts to wheel down the hall. Hey, Mickey, you think she's got an extra, chair for you?
Do people have multiple of those?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do they? Did you?
No?
Oh, I guess not.
Dude,
No.
Tibby,
Yeah.
I think she's like an artificially intelligent animatronic.
Whoa.
Why would you think that?
Why would you think?
Because she's talking to us with intelligent thought, but she's 15. She's powered by the engines. She's clearly a robot.
She looks pretty real.
I have really good hearing.
Okay, robot.
This guy has
listen.
no
okay.
manners.
What's your angle?
I'm not a robot.
I've seen animatronics, Billy.
This is a good one.
I guess you've never heard of me. It's been so long. I guess you probably weren't born yet.
He's new.
Yeah.
He's practically a baby.
Yeah. You went missing, didn't you?
No, my family died in an accident. My legs. So I volunteered to come down here, and they needed help, the council, so I volunteered.
And how old were you when you volunteered?
15.
Who specifically did you talk to on the council when you volunteered?
Well, Randy.
Randy, of course.
Yeah.
He's usually the outreach guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Randy go way back.
You sound younger, Merle.
Yeah.
Engines.
I've been trying to work out more and, just be healthier in general. It really took some of the years off,
Some of you sound young too.
It's a new program they're doing with the council. Just like
You
volunteered, we volunteered, and here we are, checking on the engines.
What's school like now?
Lame.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've been gone from school for so long now.
Did you go to KOllOK?
It's been one summer. No. Oh, I'm...
One summer too little because it's been so many summers, and that summer that she's referring to was on top of all the other summers.
You
That's what I
also
meant.
volunteer at school,
Right.
and you like encourage the kids at school to volunteer once the program opens back up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
This is all a pretty great backstory for this animatronic.
Okay.
Look,
Jeez,
I've
stop
seen
it.
good animatronics, and Disneyland has the top tier animatronics in their president's exhibit. This is not an animatronic.
How do you
Also,
explain
that
any of
is
this?
so rude to say to somebody's face.
Does she look familiar?
Why are
Saying
we
it to
talking
her
about
face
her
and
like
talking
she's
behind her
not?
back?
Okay.
She can hear you.
Sorry. My eyes stopped working years ago. I don't really remember when.
Is that a side effect of the engines?
The lights
in the
don't
dark?
come on for us.
Oh, just for Merle.
Just for the council members.
Oh.
So you stay in the dark all the rest of the time?
All right, this is not a good position for you. This is not a good volunteer position. We are going to talk to the council.
No.
You should be getting paid for this kind of thing. You've been down here for years.
What if we promoted you to a council spot?
No. I want to be here.
Why?
I have bad thoughts.
Well, everybody
Don't we
does.
all?
You should read my journal.
What about?
Hurting people sometimes. Myself.
Oh.
I don't know. Things were different after the accident. I
What's
needed
this accident?
to be alone. And do you ever... I remember not long after the accident, and I was getting used to my new chair. Everything I saw just looked like a new way to hurt myself. Like a car would go by and the sound would startle me. And I'd imagine in my head what it would be like if my chair wheeled into the road and what it would look like. Not what it would feel like, though. I never imagined that. It was always really visual. Like, what would it look like to someone else? To be on the outside of the accident. To be looking in, you know?
I'm gonna low-key jab Mallory in the elbow with my elbow. What do you want? That's what
Yeah.
you sound like.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about that.
She leans in closely to Mallory Jenkins. Kind of pulls on his jacket.
No. What?
I know that's not true.
No, I would never.
Just something I could listen to.
No, and even if I did have something, which I don't, it's more of like a visual thing, which doesn't seem like it would be your thing.
What? Rude.
It's not visual with me and Tibby's mom.
Oh my god.
Dude, now is not the time.
I
That is
am
not lighten the mood at all.
I'm not trying to entertain this animatronics artificially intelligent thoughts.
She's not
She's not a robot.
Okay, then explain everything.
She's a traumatized girl.
If she was
Yeah,
a robot,
dude,
she'd
She's
have eyes.
33 technically.
And?
Why do you want porn? I don't get that.
'Cause
That's
she's
a
a
strange
person.
question.
I'm
She's
lone.
a growing
it's just,
team.
Yeah.
I-
Why do you want porn?
Why are you guys
Why-
so
what do you mean,
understanding
why
of
do I
all
want
of
porn?
this? How is this not weird?
Because she's just like a girl that is trapped.
How
Do
not
girls
be
even look at
understanding?
porn?
Oh my god.
No,
I
girls
think
don't
this is
look at
pretty
porn.
tame.
Yeah, girls don't look at
considering
porn.
No.
That old woman just disappeared.
But I also
She's
think
still
it's weird
here.
that
She
you
could
think
just
it's weird
walk
that she
away.
wants to look at porn, but not at the fact that she's like 33 years old. I mean, I was kind of shocked by that request too, but the fact that that's what you're hanging on.
Well, she's pulled me in, and I thought it was going to be this serious heart-to-heart, and then she's like, hey, you got porn?
Maybe she just likes like the jazz music.
She's also really depressed.
How
and
do you
we're
know
all
about
saying
jazz
this right
music
in
and
front
porn?
of
This
her
girl
face.
literally said she runs off the engines, and you're all acting like she's a real living human being.
Well, everyone down here gets to stay how they were because of the engines.
Animatronics.
No. It's also, I am old too. God.
Hey,
You run off engines?
what do
Only
the...
my hatred of this
Why is that the
conversation.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Alice,
No,
can
you're
I ask
fine,
you a
Alice.
question? And you know, we'll put the porn thing behind us. You know, maybe I'll check my stash, maybe see
Aw,
if
she likes butt porn. I like it.
Anyway, can you tell me what did the engines run off of?
Oh, I get it.
Can you put the porn thing behind us? I get that's funny.
Behind.
It's like butt stuff. It's funny.
Are you still laughing about it?
I'm sorry. I haven't got to hear jokes like that in a long time. The council's not very funny when they used to come down here.
Oh.
Well, good thing we're changing the council.
First order of business, more
But,
porn jokes.
But
Yeah.
porn jokes.
Or just jokes. They don't. Just jokes.
So, can you, if you run off of the engine, what does the engine run
Why
off
do
of?
I run off the engine?
Well, if the engine keeps you young, what keeps the engine going?
The
Does it-
hearts, right?
You mean the engine?
Same thing.
Yeah,
is
it's all
it
the same.
one
Sorry, I was.
engine?
I was.
No,
behind.
it's fine. You're using old
No,
parlance.
there's 3 engines.
Right.
So all
still
3 are
working?
working?
Well, I'd hope so, right?
Well, remember we got that check engine
Right.
light earlier.
Yeah, we have to check the engines.
Right.
Oh no. Well, hopefully somebody's working on it. I don't really have access to that.
It'll be us.
Oh,
We'll,
that's-
we'll work on them.
Can I ask you, do you have any information in your office here about the engines?
Sure. She feels along the wall until she gets to the handle. As she pushes down on it and turns in, she shifts her chair at the same time to prop it open, and she then starts to use the weight of her chair to force herself into the room.
I'd like to get the door.
Oh,
I got
thanks. Thank you. So here's home. As she wheels into the room, you first see the glow flickering on the walls. Lining the inside of this room are hundreds of small CRT screens, black and white. You notice that all of these cables that were following the metal piping going in, a large portion of them break off and go into this room. On the opposing side of this room, you see a large machine with many different levers and many different lightly lit gauges bouncing back and forth. And on all these screens, for the most part, at this given moment, you see people sleeping, their lives playing out in front of you. You recognize some of them. Well, what are we... Wait, is that my house? Is that... What the hell?
Yeah,
What?
Is
What?
my house on one of the screens?
Yes. You see your living room. It's dark. You realize from this perspective, you're seeing it from the vantage point of your television, like a window into your home. No one's in there, but a light does come on. You see your father turning the corner, as if he's answering the door, but you can't hear anything. What is all this?
Are you watching everybody in
Yeah.
KOllOK?
Oh, I can't really see it anymore, but I can hear. I just have to make sure the signal goes out.
What signal?
So this is how you heard our voices.
Yeah, I think I've probably heard you before.
You have everyone or just certain people on your feeds?
I think it's all the homes in KOllOK.
Okay.
Do I see my house on the screen?
You do.
Well, and of course, this is a part of the program.
One of the parts of the program, yeah.
Alice, what's the signal?
What's the signal? I have to make sure that she points to the other side of the room, to the large machine in the back. I have to make sure the signal goes out.
What exactly are you watching?
That's my job.
Okay.
Well, you're not watching, but what are all these... Why are you looking at everyone in their homes? We're sending a signal to see them.
I don't know.
Can I go investigate the signal output device?
Laura Bennett walks to the corner of the room. This machine goes all the way from the floor to the ceiling, from one side of the wall to the next. Its levers, gauges seem nonsensical to you. Nothing's labeled. But there's movement. You can tell that something passes through it, from one place to another.
Do you affect the signal if it starts to get weak?
I've never really had to deal with that.
I don't know how anyone's supposed to know how any of this works. Nothing's labeled.
Well, I can't really read labels anyway. I had to memorize.
What happens if you don't get the signal out?
I think it would make them mad.
How often do you have to get the signal out?
The signal's always out.
Remind me where the signal goes to.
The grotto.
Oh,
Right.
the grotto.
Yeah, obviously, because the signal has to go to the grotto.
Right.
For the program. And
Phobos watches over us.
yes, Phobos.
I want to try to find the screen where my house is. Scanning all the TVs.
You see the screen. It's a quiet night at the Baker household. As you see your screen, you notice it starts to switch between each of the rooms that have a television in them, but staying focused on your home.
Reminds me of that Hall & Oates song.
Which one?
Man-Eater.
Oh.
I don't know. That's
I don't-
weird.
So, do you all have music with you?
No, but Billy can sing.
Billy
He has a
can
beautiful
sing.
Great
voice.
singer. Ooh,
He
you know which
sings
one
all
you
the
should
time.
do? You should
How
do,
did you guys
"When
know
I
that might be hard to handle?
Yeah.
Like
I like
flame
that.
that burns the candle. Do you know that one? You wouldn't know that one.
I miss music. I hear it sometimes when people play it in their homes.
What if people don't have a TV?
They do. They all do.
Okay.
Can I look for my parents' house?
You may. You realize as you're looking that they're in alphabetical order. Imbeth, Peg, you see now that there's a man in your house with your father.
Okay.
He seems upset.
Do I recognize the man?
From this angle, you can't see his face. He came through the front door. His back is turned. Your dad seems concerned. He's moving around from the left to the right. He doesn't seem like he's able to understand what he's being told. You do notice that the man is wearing a belt with a gun on it.
Anything else? Are we just going to leave it off there?
That's all you can notice for now.
Well, since everyone else has looked, can I look for the screen in my house?
You may. It's not hard for you to find. What is it you all are looking for? If you're just looking for screens, they're right in front of you.
I want to see if my dad is in view.
He is. You notice as it switches through from room to room. One flashes to your brother's room. You see that it's empty. His bed is made. His posters still hang on his wall.
Nerd.
Like your mother redecorated it, held it, hoping for his return. It cuts to your parents' bedroom. You see your father, awake, sitting up in bed, looking directly at you. Your mother is asleep by his side.
Are all the feeds showing residential places, or would there be like a feed of Synchronity, for example?
There is not.
Okay.
It seems to be homes, a couple small businesses. But for the most part, just homes.
Would you be able to show us to the meeting room?
Oh, I'm not really permitted to go much further. You'd have to get Mother's help to go past her lab.
Where can we find Mother?
I can show you the way, but I'm not going in there.
Why? Are you scared of her?
I just don't think she likes me because I'm not one of her children.
Well, then why do you call her mother?
She prefers to be addressed as such.
Do I have to call her mother?
It would be wise to do so.
Well, Billy's not wise, so.
Do you know
Yeah.
her actual name? It might help if we have the upper hand.
I don't remember.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
I have bad thoughts.
Yeah.
Everyone does. It's kind of a part of being a human.
My doctor calls them intrusive thoughts.
Sometimes
That's what my mom calls them.
Sometimes, like, I'll picture like the worst possible thing that could happen. You know, like I'm like getting in my car and there's traffic, you know, on the road, and I think like, what if a car went by and just like smashed the door into my leg or
Or
something?
like putting your hand in a garbage disposal?
Yeah, that would be
that one.
that would be really messed up if you did that by accident.
Or more normal ones, like standing at a bridge and going, I could jump off. It's
Right.
like low effort.
I imagined when we first came in, I imagined that you'd probably be really interested in what was on those screens. And that I'd have a chance to slowly close the door behind you like I did.
What else? Yeah.
And you wouldn't know how to get out.
Probably just, open the door again. I would
This
go and try
be
the
really
door.
funny.
Freaking animatronic.
Be really funny if you did that and we couldn't actually get out. But we can actually get out, right?
I go and try the door.
The door's locked.
Laura's hand is just on the TV, and she's just staring at her dad. She's ignored all of this.
Do you seem concerned for your father and the predicament he's in?
I'm glancing back and forth. Now that I've realized we're locked in, but I'm still concerned because there's a gun in the same room as my dad.
Right. Your dad's now sitting in the chair. The gun is drawn. So, I imagined... I don't know, because I haven't had a chance to test the theory, because nobody's been down here so long, but I don't think you're counsel.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
All right.
what you think
One
doesn't
of
matter,
you,
right?
One of you, maybe.
We're students on the new council program, just like you, and you're going to be in big trouble when they find out about this. You better let us out.
Is there a
We're not
phone
here
down
for your
here?
science experiments.
Is there a phone down here?
There is not.
What? What's
But
happening?
you have these thoughts, but you don't act on them.
Listen,
No.
you know who I am now. As the council member, I will
wondered-
get Mother. I'll get Mother, and I'll tell her what you're doing.
Mother's a scientist. She can take you where you need to go, but... I may not be able to see, but I could show you everything from here. And you could be my new friends. And the only thing I imagine, though, is maybe you wouldn't be able to be like me. And the engines wouldn't keep you. So you would wither, like some of the others did.
Exactly. That's what humans do. Robots don't.
Hold others?
And you would end up like them.
How many people have you trapped down here?
She points her arm over to the other corner.
Oh, goddamn.
Underneath the televisions, you see a tarp on the ground.
I go and I just whip the tarp up.
You see a collection of dried bones.
The fuck?
Yep, that's exactly how we would be if you don't let us out.
Do you think you would?
And
if
you don't
were,
do that to friends.
But if you were counsel, you'd be fine. You'd be able to live like me.
No,
for...
didn't you hear? We're part of the new children's program.
Yeah, they still have to get introduced to the program. So, I mean, as a council member, obviously, I would be fine. But as a person who's signed them all up, I'm responsible for them, and I need to go make sure that they get, the proper care and treatment.
Alice, you're killing people.
Preparation.
I didn't kill them.
Yeah, no, you did.
You
No, I
trapped them
didn't.
and let
I
them
didn't
starve
trap
to
them.
death.
No, look, okay.
Merle trapped them.
Merle?
Merle?
This is Merle.
Yeah.
Then you're
trapped.
a cause for this. Why don't you remember that, Merle?
No, I trapped them. I did trap them.
You trapped all of us down here, Merle.
Uh huh. Yeah, I sure
For
did.
years.
Uh huh.
And now you come back and you brought me friends.
And they're ready to be your friends as soon as we get them all introduced to the program. So why don't you open up this door and we'll.
You killed them, Merle.
Well, I didn't kill them, Neil.
You should have known that they wouldn't be like me, and not everyone would be able to survive.
But Alice, you can
But you
choose to
did
let
it
us.
anyway.
You can let us go. You don't have to keep us locked in here.
Why don't you just trap Merle and let the rest of us go?
I wish I would have known I didn't have to eat to survive.
Fuck.
But now I know, Merle, that I don't have to because of you.
Yeah. All because of.
So
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
have to eat.
I'm gonna be
I
real
don't-
with you right now. I'm not
I
Merle.
don't age, but I'm still in this chair.
This isn't Merle. We were lying.
we were lying. I'm sorry. So let me just come clean. I'm not Merle.
Then why did the lights turn on? Why did the escalator start? How did you get through the entrance?
So all right. Let me just say. I'm just gonna level with you about everything. So we came down here, and there was this lady, and she was saying something about how me and Merle are sort of this something worked. I don't know what that means. So all right. Me and my dad didn't really get along
Your
that well.
mother's now in the room. The gun is pressed against your father's head. He's crying. Your mother stands behind him, her hands on her mouth. She's pleading, but you can't hear.
And so... And
Can I jump in and say something
yeah,
real quick?
absolutely.
Because you seem like you're stalling. Look, Alice, I know what it feels like to feel stuck in the position that you're in. And I know what it can feel like to lose everything, but you can choose to let us go. We're here on your side. And you can come with us. We can all leave.
No, I can't go with you.
Why?
Alice, how mad
This
will
is
Mother
my
be
home.
if the signal doesn't go out anymore and I'm going to pull a lever?
Mother's not in control of the signal.
Yeah, but you'll get in trouble, won't you?
By Mother?
By Phobos?
Phobos would be pretty upset with you.
Phobos doesn't get upset with me.
If you didn't do your job, they would.
You think I'd get in trouble? Everybody would. And the whole town would be in trouble.
Well, we're crazy.
Why?
We don't have anything to lose.
Did you pull the lever?
I pulled the lever.
You did pull the lever.
Yeah.
Roll your brains, difficulty of 12. If you're lucky, you'll fail this.
I didn't. Woo! I rolled a 19. Yes.
You pull the lever and you hear everything whirl down. The screen shut off. You notice Imbeth is kind of staring up at the wall as the screen shut off.
I immediately whirl around to Laura. Turn that the fuck back on!
Why? What? Why?
What are we looking at?
It's so quiet. What did you do?
Someone was about to shoot my dad in
What?
my living room. Turn the lever back on, Laura.
Alice, unlock the door.
The signal's off.
The door's unlocked.
I go and
What?
I try it again.
The door opens.
I push the lever back up.
The signal does not start.
Hey, Alice, how
did
do we
you do?
fix this?
You stopped the signal?
No, you did. That's what we're going to tell everybody.
Who are you gonna tell?
Whoever asks.
No one's gonna ask. We've been
then
left
who
down
cares?
here for so long. No,
I
but
start-
Phobos knows.
I start motioning to everyone to come to the door.
Phobos knows. He always knows.
He?
Or is it she?
She?
Guys,
I'm going to grab M on the way out.
You grab him. The door opens. Tibby runs out after you. Immediately after you cross the threshold of the door, it shuts. And you only hear the sound of muffled laughter coming from inside. And that is where we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back soon.
Hi, I'm Alex Neat. I'm the KOllOK composer, and I'm currently releasing pieces of the soundtrack on alexneat.bandcamp.com, which I'm sure the mods will post in the chat. Once everything's done, it'll be available on all major digital platforms. Enjoy the rest of the show, and thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Brandon, and coming up soon is Post Ghost, but before we dive into it, I just wanted to explain a little bit about what this show is and how you can get involved. On a very basic level, it's an interactive, improvised show. So it is a fake ghost hunting show where it's reversed. So the ghosts are trying to scare the ghost hunter in order to pass on to the other side. And this is actually where you come in. Throughout the show, you're gonna see at various points kind of options that come up on screen. And you'll be able to vote on which of those options you want to see by pressing A or D or something in chat. When one of those options gets enough votes, that'll trigger. And what you're choosing is massive. Like, you're choosing the big scares that you see, and you're even choosing the character backstories as we go throughout the entire episode. Every week, the ghosts are also trying to raise the fear meter of the ghost hunter so that they can eventually pass on, and you guys help with that. So if you go to oneshot.storylogic.com, you'll see a full list of ways to interact with the show. There's 3 tiers of scares that'll happen passively while the entire show is going on, and you'll just see our ghost hunter freak out. But you can also interview any of the ghosts you want, and you'll get a 5-minute one-on-one session where I'll ask them questions and they'll have to respond. It's just like Survivor, except they didn't survive. Also, support for the show just ensures that we can do more cool stuff like this in the future. So if you're liking what you're seeing, we would really appreciate it. Also, if you're liking what you're seeing, tweet about it. Do your Instagrams, do your TikToks, Friendster, literally everything. Use hashtag PostGhost and talk about it. Get people involved. This show is meant to be seen live, so if we can get as many eyes on it as possible, it would really, really help us out. Well, guys, I think that's about it for me. I have to go run and put on my ghost gear, but we really hope you enjoy the show, and I'll see you on the other side.
One house. One ghost hunter. 200 years. 3 ghosts. 837 tragedies. Endless terror. One last chance. Can our troubled ghosts scare the ghost hunter, remember their mysterious past, and finally pass on to the other side? Find out on Post Ghost.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your driver here, out of character, just hanging out as Zach and wanting to give you a quick update on all the ways that you can support KOllOK 1991. I hope you're enjoying the show so far, but if you go over to oneshot.storylogic.com, you can help the players at the table by giving them tokens. Those tokens allow them to succeed on rolls a little bit better. You see, in KOllOK, we're using the Kids on Bikes system, which is basically a numerical die system that succeeds on a little bit of a grade, or like a pass-fail, depending on how far away you are from the goal. So let me just give you an example. I'm like, Billy Baker, use your brains, which he's really bad at. I think he only has like a D4 or something like that. You have to get a result of 4. If he rolls that D4 and he only gets a 3, he may ask, how many tokens do I have? If he has more than 1 token, he can succeed. But say if he's got like 6 tokens, and this brains thing I asked him to do, he really wants to succeed, he could use 6 or 7 of those tokens to make himself get to describe what he wants to do. The same thing happens for when you fail. If you fail at more than 6, it's detrimental. It could mean absolute chaos for your character. So those tokens really help push things to where the player wants them to be, to help their character get to where they need to go. That's one of the ways that you can help out on the show. Another is you can add evidence to a rumor. Every week I come up with new rumors that are circulating around the town. You can tip to then add some stuff to that rumor, and it counts as a full vote for that rumor. If you see a rumor that you really want to win, make up a story for it. What has your character in the world of KOllOK heard that they want to contribute? The other thing that you can do is give an NPC towards the show. When you add an NPC, I bring it into the story. This is the biggest one because it's obviously the most disruptive. But the more that you help the show, the more likely it is that we will keep doing it for as long as we can. We are an audience-driven, audience-funded channel here at HyperRPG, and your contributions go directly into helping that show continue. The other thing that you can do that I think is really, really cool, and it's completely like just something you can do. If you're a subscriber to HyperRPG, join our Discord. If you're not a subscriber, join it anyway. There's lots of stuff for you too. But as a subscriber, you can join the KOllOK metagame. It's how your character could end up on the show, played by one of our fabulous actors. But it's also really neat to just connect with all the other fans of KOllOK and get deeper into the world and deeper into the story of this mysterious town. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do share out everything you love about the show with hashtag KOllOK1991 on any of the social media platforms that you use. Make sure to share us any fan art you might do or fan stories stories. We love to see all of it. And stick around after the show for a little bit of a chat with the cast, the Hive Mind Rewind, where we will answer your questions. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We begin again. Immediately following the door closing, you notice behind you, passengers, the escalator is no longer there, and you're encountered with another wall. Oh, guys, what's going on?
What is it with this place and things disappearing?
Can I go back and examine where the escalator was?
You may. As you walk back in that general direction, it appears that at one point in time, there was something there. The walls on either side look old, deteriorated, but the wall before you, new, well, newer.
Can I, feel around the newer wall and see if I notice anything?
It's a smooth concrete wall.
What's going on with your dad?
I don't know.
A collection of lights down the hall on the opposing side turn on, leading you deeper into the complex.
Guys...
Can we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, well, okay, so... Two things. One, it seems like I'm allowed to be here, and you guys aren't. That's what I'm getting.
But we don't have a way out.
Why would you be allowed?
I don't know.
Because he's Merle, I guess.
Well,
they think
okay.
he is.
I think we should
Are
stop.
you your dad?
I'm not my
Yes.
dad. No. But something is weird where people think that I'm like my dad.
This facility thinks you're your dad.
That old
I
lady
think,
did.
Okay, I think you're right about that. And then also, we probably shouldn't tell people I'm my dad. It seems like people don't like him very much because he did some messed up shit that I didn't know about.
But it looks like this place is wanting to lead us now somewhere else.
Yeah.
And she said Phobos knows?
Does that name mean anything to you guys?
Isn't that, I mean, just from, comic books and stuff, it's, some, Greek thing, right? Or
Yeah. It's a constellation.
Isn't that
Or a
basically...
star? Moon?
I think it has something to do with fear.
It's a moon. No. What?
Like fear.
Like
In the comic
phobias?
books,
No,
yeah.
you're thinking of phobias.
Like
Where did that come
word.
from? Yep.
Oh, where did phobias come from?
Probably
Oh,
that.
good catch.
Wasn't Phobos the place where I could stand? Weren't we there? Or we were... That was Harmonia.
Harmonica.
Right.
Good times.
What? Guys, we need to get through whatever we need to do down here. We need to get back up.
I don't think we can get
We
back
gotta
up.
find another exit.
Yeah, I think we gotta... Is there another exit on the map? We were going toward it, and when we ran into that crazy...
Do you think that's how Sky talked to us from the grotto?
It was through a TV.
Through Phobos? What do you... Through the TVs?
The TV, that was the hub?
No. Maybe.
But that's how all the TVs were connected.
But were they connected to the grotto?
That's what she said.
That's where
She
she
said
was.
they were sending a signal to the grotto.
To the grotto. Yeah.
But, I didn't see any feeds from the grotto. Did you?
No, but we didn't really look.
Oh. Do you want to go back in there?
Well,
No.
I dare you to.
you did say that there's an entrance to the grotto on the
There's-
map, right?
No, that's probably something else.
What?
It just says grotto ? And then it's probably not.
Should we go there? Maybe that'll be our way out without getting caught by anybody else.
You guys want to go to the grotto?
I don't know, but...
I want to get the fuck out of here.
I agree.
we need to
There's
go.
a wall where we came from.
So we need to go. Find another exit.
there's
You got the
other
map.
exits.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
figure it out,
Further
Boy
down.
Scout.
There's one fucking direction. Let's go.
All right, don't yell at me.
You don't yell at me.
Who's going
Stop
first?
yelling.
I'm sorry.
Can I snatch
Don't
the
yell
map?
at Tibby.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to snatch the map from Billy.
No. I want to try to keep her from snatching.
Roll your fight for me. Difficulty of your flight roll.
Ooh.
Mine was a 6.
Yours was a 6. MPEG, you have 6 tokens available.
How many is 2 of them?
How many do I have?
Billy Baker has 3.
You want to go token for token, Billy?
Let me do the math here.
Maybe you should have copied it instead of your butt.
Shut up. I'll use a token.
I like to use my powers.
I'd like to use my powers.
This roll is not for that. This roll is to see who resolves you trying to take that map, him trying to hold it. So, Mbeth Peg, would you like to use your tokens to succeed on this roll, or would you
Nope.
like to let it fail? And
I'd like to let it fail and use my power, and then...
So she reaches for the map, and
Hey,
you quickly pull it
I
back.
found the map. I'll keep track of the map, okay?
And then you stop time.
Yep.
In the middle of me going, well...
The
You
world
can find
around Mbeth Peg comes to an abrupt halt. Girl, how much time do you have?
32 seconds.
That's plenty of time for you to grab this map. Is there anything else you would like to do with those remaining seconds?
I would like to pant Billy.
Time begins again, and in front of you is Mbeth Peg holding a map, and your pants are on the ground.
Whoa, not actually the one that fell. My God,
you just
Billy.
whip out? Pull your pants
What
up,
the
man.
hell?
Next time I fucking ask for the map, give it to me, Billy.
Is this? Did you?
Damn.
Did you literally
Did you just use your
your
power,
power
just
to grab the
pants
map?
Billy?
My dad has a gun to his head. I don't know if I got that clear enough for you guys.
All right. Not that
That's a good
I'm not
point.
concerned about your dad, but also we're stuck down here.
You
so
should
what
just
do you
stop
want to do?
talking right there.
I'm not going to pull
Yeah.
my pants up.
You're gonna trip.
So be it.
You're gonna fall on your face and get like a concussion.
Yeah,
and then
well-
we'll tell everyone you got a concussion and ended up in a coma again because you wouldn't
And
pull
that'll
your
be
pants up.
that'll be on all of you.
What? We didn't do that.
No,
We don't
no,
need a
this is
coma.
all on you.
We can
It's
tell
all
it's
on
on
you.
you.
Forget it. Pants stay where they go.
Can you at least like use your power to make me think your pants are up? Because I
Billy
don't.
Baker, as long as your
Don't ask
pants
him
are
to use
down, all of your flight rolls are 2 die lower because you are hindered.
I'm going to take my pants off.
Are you a boxer or a breech boy?
Tie them around my waist. Boxers.
Okay.
Billy Baker kicks off his pants and ties them around his waist.
Y'all wanted this.
I mean, I didn't
want
want
it.
to
We had
ask
no
for
part
it.
in this.
Nobody wants this.
All right, I'm
feel like
uncomfortable
Tibby
and I'm
wants
Where,
walking.
where are we going?
I start
I
just
mean, I
walking
guess
down
we
the
have to go
hallway.
forward.
The closest thing is like the mine entrance. From what I can see.
Why don't we just follow the lights? It's the only thing we can see.
Well, if as we go, they keep clicking on. And as you continue down the hall, with each section, this hall, around 8 feet wide, it appears at one point that there was quite possibly some sort of vehicle that transported supplies through here. But it's a dome shape, concrete on all sides and beneath you. There's not much dust below your feet. These lights let off a dim glow, a little bit of flicker, so there has to be power coming from somewhere. But you come to a stop in this tunnel, and you're encountered with a door. A simple door.
Is it directly in front of us, or is it?
Yes. The tunnel comes to an end.
Hey guys, don't get separated from Mallory. I'm super worried about what'll happen.
We all stay together.
Yeah, I agree.
So who's going in?
I just like open the I turn the handle, and before I open it, I just be like, I guess it should be me.
As you
And I
turn the
push it.
handle, it's taken from you as the door opens, revealing a tall, slender woman in a white lab coat, standing directly before you.
Hello, mother.
Oh, yeah. Are you Mother?
Do I hear children?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
you do.
I hear children. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. I haven't heard these voices in so long. Why don't you come on in? I'll make you some tea. How about that?
Oh,
tea.
Would you like
we
some
don't
tea?
really,
Yeah.
we don't
No,
really
tea's
have
great.
time for tea.
No, we have time for
Man-
tea.
Coffee?
Come on in. Come on. Come join me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah,
The
we would
lights
love
shut
some.
off behind you, Mother, you hear the sound of lights kicking on in the room directly behind you. Your vision isn't what it used to be, all this darkness, but you recognize the glow of that light.
Is that light?
You also know, Mother, that the only people that could trigger those lights would have to be fellow council members, members of Synchronity, or stonemasons. Only one of the three groups from KOllOK could initiate that sequence to bring power back to this area. You may not be able to see the children in front of you, but that gives you enough information to know that something is different about them.
Now, children, did you see anyone come on in while you guys were coming in, or
We've seen a couple people
just
but-
coming and going.
Yeah.
what kind of people?
There was a lady. She was sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was gone. And then there was this other
girl in a chair.
in a wheelchair, and she
Her
was...
name was Alice.
Alice.
Yeah, she said she's met you before, but she was
crazy.
Yeah, she was
Now,
crazy.
don't you mind Alice? We've been down here for so long. She's just kind of.
Oh, so you've been down here
for
18 years too?
Has it already been 18 years? Oh my goodness!
What do you eat
I guess
and
it has.
stuff?
Well,
Alice said that Merle trapped you guys down here. Is that true?
did Alice say that?
She did.
Right before she shut the signal off.
Yeah.
Well,
All on her own.
yeah, it's true.
Wait, Merle Jenkins trapped you all down here?
That was not a nice man.
Oh.
Not a nice man at all.
He sucks.
Why did he trap you down here?
It's a real long story. Would you like me to make you guys some tea first?
Yes,
sure.
please.
All right.
What kind of tea do you have?
Well, I kind of make my own sort of tea. It's kind of like a mishmash of whatever we've got down here.
Oh.
Don't you worry. Hold on. Don't you worry. I'm going to start making tea for them.
This is quite easy for you, Mother. You know your way around this space. Years down here. Without the use of your eyes, but you know it like the back of your hand.
Now, you're asking about Merle Jenkins?
Yeah, so we heard that he trapped you down here, and that's real messed up.
Before I tell you about Merle, how did y'all get in here?
Well, you see, there was a entrance under a rug in the law office.
He owns a law office.
Yeah, I own a law office.
And we were just exploring.
Yeah.
An office? How do you mean? You just...
Mother, please roll your brains for me. Okay. Difficulty of 10.
Let's see. I've got 12 plus 1 plus 3. So...
Oh, no, that's...
It's 4.
You rolled a d12, so it's a plus 1.
Okay.
4. You don't know anything about this law office. Nothing you've really heard of before.
So y'all just came in through an office?
Well, it was in the floor of the office. It was under the carpet.
And then there was an escalator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was an escalator.
And then the
there
escalator
wasn't.
disappeared. Yeah.
Now, goodness, I can't remember anything like that.
Does this place change often? Walls appearing?
Well, not often. Did happen once.
Once.
Well, when I got locked in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that would be quite the change, huh?
No,
It certainly was.
Wait, whoa. Alice mentioned a program. Were you a part of a program?
I was.
Are you programmed?
I don't know.
Billy wants to know if you're a robot.
My goodness,
Don't
no.
ask her
I'm
right
not.
out. She's clearly the leader of the robot.
How?
Goodness.
No, of course I'm not a robot. What gave you that idea?
Not eating?
I'm not.
I mean, not that I'm saying that that's what a robot would say. I don't think you're a robot, but that's probably what you're thinking, right? So
It's just
you don't need
that,
to say
like,
it.
how do you live down here for so long?
Well, I just got used to it, you know? You just get used to it. You always overcome.
Yeah.
So you guys discovered Al. She told you about my name, Mother, right?
Yeah.
You have a very maternal vibe to you.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
tracks.
That's so sweet of you. I like to think of myself as a mother.
To whom specifically?
Oh, you think of yourself as one.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any kids?
Oh, lots of children.
Well, that's great.
Tons of children.
We
Where
call
are
Tippy
they?
Daddy all the time, so.
Stop it. That's not.
Actually, yeah, he did. We did call him Daddy for a
Who
while.
are your kids?
Hi, ma'am. You may not be able to see me, but I guess my name's Tibby.
Tibby.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Now,
But he goes by Daddy.
He does.
I don't.
now, why
go by
would
Daddy.
you go by Daddy?
No, that was a joke that stuck.
No.
No. Well, I mean, he was.
That's his name.
Yeah. Well, people think that he's kind of like the Lord or something. You know.
Well, that's just disrespectful.
That's what
we
I
think
thought.
so too.
Well, that's disrespectful to our Lord.
Yes.
Our Lord and
Yeah,
Savior.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Phobos. Yeah.
I would like to pass out the tea as well.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
I'm gonna like check it
you.
over my
Is there
shoulder.
like a potted plant anywhere?
Yeah,
There are no living
Are we all doing the
things
cartoon? Just like,
I'm definitely drinking it.
down here. Everyone else
I just
kind
set
of
it
leans
aside.
to the side, either placing the tea down or spilling it out. Billy Baker continues sipping.
It's good tea.
No, this is great tea, ma'am. Thank you.
Very good.
I'm just so happy to have company. New company, anyway.
Could you?
Yeah. Tell us more about your kids.
You were the program, yeah. Either all this stuff and Merle.
My children, they're so special to me. I'll tell you about the program. How about we start there?
Yeah, we're on a reconnaissance to learn about the program.
yeah.
Now, why's that?
We
What
don't
kind
like
of-
Merle at all.
He's the worst.
Yeah. Terrible
The
guy.
council has ruined KOllOK, and we want to make it better again.
Yes.
Unless
Unless
that's your part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
and then it's cool.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't like to say negative things about people, but I do have my opinions. I do have my opinions.
Okay, cool.
So I started out on Minos long time ago.
Oh, Minos?
Is that a planet?
Okay.
Minos is the program that I was a part
Right.
of.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we knew that.
And it's
yeah,
still
that's
continuing.
the program.
Good.
Oh,
So we're still operating.
oh okay.
We have limited resources. And
I guess you don't have much of a crew down here, huh?
no, we don't.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
exactly does the program do? What is it for?
Well, I make children.
Oh, okay.
Right,
I
the
work
children.
with genetic material. So
Okay.
essentially,
sperm.
That's
Sorry,
what I was thinking.
what did
I'm
he
not
say,
lying,
did he?
That's what I was
You know what?
thinking.
Nothing.
Don't
Well,
pay
so
any mind to
You
him.
said genetic material and kids, and I immediately thought sperm too. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you work with
You're
sperm?
not a kid.
Children. You
This
get
is
it.
No,
where people
it's
come
true,
to jerk
it's
off,
true.
isn't it?
Oh,
It's one of those
goodness.
things.
I mean, she was asking about porn. That makes so much sense.
So anyway,
It's a
let's talk-
fertility
let's,
clinic.
let-
That's what they
let's-
call it.
Let's
Why
talk
would
about
somebody put a
prom.
fertility clinic underneath
Shut
KOllOK?
up,
That
will
doesn't
you
make
both?
any sense.
It's probably
Three
better
of you,
for the.
shut up.
Maybe it's like a contamination concern.
Have you still been making kids down here
Is it
while you've been
do you
alone?
contaminate things when you
It
jerk
dies
off?
in the
No,
sun.
I mean, like, if
Children!
it's out in the sun, it gets.
Do you want to hear my story or not?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
sorry.
You're being very disrespectful
I
right now.
apologize.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Mother,
So-
I'm sorry.
Mother.
How many kids have you created in the last 18 years?
My goodness,
Wh-
that's a long story.
What?
Lots
Like
of
a-
children. I've had lots and lots of children.
Oh, cool.
Be like a 9-month story.
Yeah.
Like 18 times, maybe.
So where are the children now? Are they?
They're here with us.
Oh, what? You said that this program was about genetic material. How do I ask about genetic material without asking about jerking off?
What
You know
kind
what?
of genetic
you know what?
material?
No, fuck it. Do you make clones? Is that what you do?
Well, that's not a very nice word for it, but
We don't like that word very much.
we do not like that word, no. But I suppose you could call them clones, yeah?
But you've been down here how long? 18 years?
About 18 years, I guess.
Why did Merle Jenkins lock everything up? and trapped you all down here?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a bad dude, but we're just trying to get the story straight to bring the council
Merle
down.
stole my baby.
Oh, fuck.
That's messed
Stole
up.
my baby. I had a little boy.
Was this a vaginal baby, or...
Whoa,
Whoa.
Tibby.
I'm sorry.
You can't
Also,
ask
yeah,
a
don't
woman
say
that. This is
vaginal.
one of the Lord's babies.
Okay.
Do we know this baby's name?
Or maybe it's birthday.
I don't know. I don't have my baby anymore.
Did Merle clone himself?
I don't know. I was given some genetic material, and I was told to make a clone.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
a big.
I don't know where the DNA came from. I was just given it.
Roll your brains for me, Mother. Difficulty of 10.
11.
You know where this material came from, Mother. That Merle and the rest of the council, through this program, were creating genetic backups of themselves. You're just choosing not to share that information with them.
I don't know.
So, if Merle locked you all in here, why did you continue the program?
I gotta continue to make my babies. They need to live.
What do you do with your babies once you've made them?
Well, sometimes they survive. Most of the time they don't. It's so heartbreaking.
Where are you getting your genetic material for these babies from?
Well, there's plenty of samples down here.
I'm sorry. You said that he stole your baby?
He stole my baby. He stole my baby and he locked me in here.
So are all the clones babies?
I think it's metaphorical, children.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's your mom.
Would you be
No,
able to...
okay, well, that's not. I don't think she's
Wait,
a
that's
real
not
mom.
what you were thinking?
That is what I was thinking, but I'm calling her
But,
mom
like-
really weird.
But like she's everyone's mother.
These
you know?
children you can hear, have huddled away from you. You can't really see them, but you can hear whispering.
Dude, it's weird to
Think
call
she's
her
like
mother.
your mom,
Also,
Mom?
I don't think that she's actually my mom. I think she's a weird
Children?
lady that made.
What if there's...
would you be able to recognize
Also, this is
one of your children if...
That's a rude question.
What? Why is that rude?
She's probably blind like
You asked if she
girl.
was
Listen,
making
darling.
vaginal babies. I'm not asking the rude
That
question,
was a very
Tibby.
honest question.
I'll just settle this for you. I cannot see. I can see a little bit. I can see auras,
Oh,
but I
what?
cannot see people.
Ooh, what's mine?
Okay.
What's my aura?
Mother, please roll. Roll your brains for me. Difficulty of 8.
6.
Mother, you have 3 tokens available. Would you like to use those tokens to succeed this roll?
I'll use one. Can I use one? Oh wait, no,
You
I'd have
need
to use all
at
3.
least 2.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
2. Just
Let's
2.
do 2.
As you focus your vision towards the sound of this boy's voice, his aura, the energy that comes off of him, frightens you. For within it, you see something that only you would understand. The energy comes from your samples. This energy that emits is the same energy you get off Sample Bobby, Sample Jewel, Sample Hillary, Sample Ronnie, Sample Evelyn, Sample Cedar, Sample Tristan, Sample Hadley, and Sample Jenkins. But they're all together. And then there's 2 other things. 2 other energies that you cannot recognize, that don't even feel of this world.
Now, child, what's your name?
Billy.
Baker.
That's Billy Baker.
Billy, where do you come
He's
from?
coma boy. Oh, she wouldn't know that.
Where do I come from? Oh,
Another universe.
You're just gonna tell her that?
Okay. Another
I mean,
universe?
she makes clones.
Yeah.
What do
She
you
can't
mean
tell you
another
else.
universe?
Someone took my ego and put it in a body here.
Now this just sounds like you're making stories.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where are you really from?
KOllOK.
Who are your parents?
I don't really know.
You don't know your parents. How old are you?
14, going on 15, probably 15.
And you don't know where you're from.
Well,
You don't know your parents.
I mean, I know the parents that I was given.
I'm gonna turn my attention to the other children.
Do you have a sample for someone named like Cody Bull or something?
She
By
does not.
chance.
She would know this. The only samples she has are the samples that I listed off for you. That's it. Those 10. Those are the only ones.
I'm going to try to read the other auras of the children.
Nothing stands out to you, Mother, but I will have you roll your brains for me. Difficulty of 6. Roll it again, it explodes.
Nice.
9.
So that added to the other one is a critical success. Merle Jenkins is in the room with you.
Merle?
No. See, okay. I don't know if you heard or Alice told you somehow. We tried to explain. I'm not Merle. I just been saying that. I didn't mean to say that.
And
but
then
I'm
it
not,
clicks.
I'm not Merle.
Your
though.
baby's return.
Merle.
No, I'm not Merle. See, my name's
You're
Mallory.
my baby.
I don't. Maybe.
You're
Called
my
it.
baby. Come
Called
back.
it.
Come
Called
to
it.
me.
Called it.
Come to me.
Called it.
Mallory.
You push Mallory towards her?
Yeah. Go. Get in there.
Oh, hold on.
Can I step in the middle? To stop him?
So, Laura Bennett pushes Mallory
Not
from
hard.
behind
It was like a
towards
tiny shove.
I wasn't expecting
Mother,
it, so I guess I
as
get
Impeg jumps in between and roll your flight for me. Difficulty of 6.
7.
He trips directly into your chest.
I'm sorry. Oh, jeez.
What the fuck? You ran in front of me. You were practically.
And Mother's arms reach around from behind and grab you.
I'm so happy to see you again.
This is truly touching.
It's been so long.
Mother's
My
now
baby.
wrapped around your back. You can feel her sobs and her warm breath on the back of your shirt.
Wrong person, Mother. Not me.
My baby's returned.
Nope, I have parents. Oh, fuck, my dad. Guys, we have to get out of here.
Mother.
No. What?
We should get going, Mother.
If we all stay down
you
here,
can't
we'll...
leave me. You cannot leave me again.
Can you come with us?
Yeah, come with
Yeah,
us.
you
Let's
can come
leave.
with us. Why don't we leave?
This is where I live. This is where my children live. I can't leave.
Why don't we could all go?
Let's
Let's
bring
bring
the
them all.
kids.
Bring them all.
When you say children, do you mean the genetic material?
We should steal it.
What? Technically, yes.
Well, we have loads of genetic material.
Can you show us the genetic material since we're not leaving?
Now, why would you want to see it?
Roll your charm for me, Mbeth Peg. Difficulty of 10.
That is a 2.
You have 3 tokens available. That will not be enough.
No.
This question from this woman that you've never seen before or heard before or have no idea who this person is, you do not recognize any aspect of her. And though her aura gives off a strange presence, you do not trust her, not even in the slightest.
Are you trying to steal my research?
No, first of all, not a scientist. I actually kind of failed chemistry. I just don't know what it looks like, so...
Hi.
How many tokens do you have? Sorry.
You'll get to that when you have an action to make. Do you have an action to make?
No, go ahead.
Hi. Mom?
I prefer mother. I feel like that's more respectful, especially now that you're here with me again.
Though you cannot see his face, as you look towards him, his energy emits. You can now see him. You would be able to follow him. Though you may not be able to see, you can now recognize where he stands.
Hi, so that's Embeth. She's a friend of mine. You can totally trust her. She's cool.
Yeah, that won't work. She had a critical failure.
Appreciate it.
Why are you children down here?
We're sort of stuck down here.
We just want to get out.
I'll take real good care of you.
He was looking for his mommy.
Yeah, I was looking for you. I knew
because
that
his father abandoned him.
Yeah.
Like he abandoned you.
Straight up walked out
then
with
died.
another child.
He walked out like a speeding bullet, and it was just tragic.
I got you now. You don't ever have to worry about anything ever again. Do you know you have so many brothers and sisters?
But you don't have to live down here. You and all of your children can go back up. We're here to free you.
I don't belong up there.
Why not?
I don't belong. I can't. The light hurts.
You know, go ahead.
You don't need food down here, do you?
Well, not technically.
See, we do. And if we stay down here, we'll die.
Oh, don't worry. I can figure some things out. We can... Listen, I've been down here and surviving here for 18 years. I can make anything happen.
Can the rest of us go home to our parents and, you can just keep Mallory?
Well, okay. Maybe that's not the best
Wait, so-
idea.
Why don't all of you just stay down here with me?
Ma'am, I'm trying to understand everything. So, you were part of a program called Minos, and our friend here, your son, as you call him, was made from that program, but Merle shut everything down and left you all down here. That kind of makes it sound like he wasn't supposed to do it.
He certainly wasn't.
Why did he take me?
Roll your brains for me. Difficulty of 6.
12.
You remember everything quite vividly, as if it was yesterday. Merle Jenkins, one of the senior members of the council. Not long after, the project had been shut down. Synchronity pulling its back out. You went to the council, asked them to keep resources coming. And it was denied. You were to shut everything down. But Merle came to you separately. He was unable, through his lack of romantic involvement, to have a child of his own. He wanted one. And he thought there was no better way than for you to take a sample and take it through incubation so he could finally have a son. But you got attached. After successfully, for the first time, creating a child, you did not want to give him up. And when Merle came to collect, a fight broke out. It didn't end well for you, as Merle was able to take the child. And that was the last time you saw a person from the outside, until now. How much you share with them is completely up to you.
I had an affair with your father.
Okay.
Many, many years ago.
Oh.
So it was vaginal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's your vaginal mom.
Please stop saying vaginal.
Yeah.
Things
And
didn't-
also, can you not refer to my mom with the term vaginal, please?
Hey, dude, it's just natural.
Oh my god.
It's uncomfortable.
I'm ignoring them, and I'm zeroed in on Mallory. We had an affair, and he tried to take you away from me. And I wouldn't let him.
Dude, your dad's a dick.
Yeah, maybe.
sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. He was always kind of a dick, but I didn't think he was like...
I thought he was pretty nice.
He was a good principal, but I'm just saying, like, counteractively now that we know that...
He wasn't a good man.
Okay,
Clearly.
we know.
I mean, it's a little...
wrong
But
you.
it doesn't
kind of-
matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Because I have you back. And now you're going to stay with me.
Well, he has a home.
He can't
He's an
stay
adult
here.
now.
He
Yeah.
does
I know you
have a
may not
home.
be able to see, but it's been so long. He ran for mayor. He's
gonna-
lost.
I
but-
did. Well, I mean, disqualified is different from losing.
He's
'cause-
going to do great things up there.
Right, the town needs him to bring down the council, and with your help, we could make Merle pay.
He needs you.
And he
up
needs to
there.
pay for what he did. Because, you know, we lost so much time.
But we can't do that unless we get out and back up top.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're going to leave me? He'll come back.
And you
you're
can
not-
come
you don't
too.
age.
I mean, we said you
Do
could
you
come.
promise me you'll come back?
Yeah, I'll be back for sure.
You promise me.
I promise you. And I like kind of face and I look her right in the eyes. I promise.
She can't see her eyes.
But okay, but
I'm just
like,
letting you know, dude. She can't see her
We
eyes.
could, like,
She already
I
feel
know,
the
but
sincerity
she could
here.
like
She
just
could
an energy
hear
between a
her.
mother and a son.
You'll have no
I'm
manners.
grabbing his hands and I'm squeezing so tightly.
Mom, mother.
I will be so devastated if you do not come back.
I got it. Okay, I'll come back. I promise.
Roll your charm.
Get it.
Difficulty.
Oh, no.
I'm going to have you roll your brains, and you're going to roll your charm.
Oh no.
9.
A 3.
Mallory, even with your 5 tokens,
Can we assist?
you would need to assist in roleplay as well.
Yeah.
So if you assist Mallory with your 5, and M, if you gave up 1 or 2 of your 3, you could push it over the edge. Would you like to assist in this lie?
I'll assist.
So how do you sell it?
I come up behind Mallory's shoulder. Look, ma'am, he's in therapy with my mom, and I read through his files. Sorry.
What?
But he really misses having a mother figure, and I think that he's being sincere. Like, he'll come down and see you. You don't age. So, like...
Thank you, sweetie.
You look great. I think
Yeah.
he'll come down and see you, for sure.
I mean, I don't like that you read my file, but yes, I've been writing about wanting to find out who my mother is for a long time.
I'm so glad that we found each other finally.
Something within you, Mother, gives you this feeling that this boy loves you, and he'll return.
All right. Are you planning on leaving just now?
I have a question before we go wherever we're going. Was Project Minos, when you were still working on it before you came down here, was it all cloning?
It was primarily cloning and genetic material, yes.
Was it through synchronicity?
It was. Originally, yes.
Okay.
I have one other question. You said some babies didn't survive, but some did?
Unfortunately, yes.
Where are the ones that survived?
They're all around us.
You now hear around you the sounds of dragging footsteps in the dark, labored breathing from the corners of the room that you cannot see.
I hear them.
What the fuck?
Here they're coming right now.
How many?
Many.
But
Well,
you
it's
don't even know how
Sadie's.
many children you have?
It's very
She's
difficult to
had
keep track sometimes. I have a lot of children.
And wow, we would really love to meet them next time when we've got more time. But actually, we have to get going.
We'll bring gifts.
Gotta get going.
If you didn't have the resources because they shut everything down, how did you keep them alive?
I have my ways.
Okay.
Okay, boy. Oh boy.
Mother,
Yeah, we
you are
gotta
so
go.
caring and wonderful.
Thank
and,
you, my love.
Yeah. No problem. And we will be back.
You
Well, I
hear
will
the
be
sound
back
of
to see you.
chewing from one end of the room.
Somebody's hungry.
What do they eat? She must have like
Yeah.
hot pockets or something.
Mother, whether or not you share with them that they eat each other is up to you.
You got a lot of perishables down here, or non-perishables, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably
We've
canned
got
food.
Lots of
Yeah.
canned food. Yeah, we've got plenty of things down here, and they eat pretty much whatever.
Oh,
Okay.
They're not
That's-
picky.
that sounds nice.
Yeah, all right. I think
Canned
it's time we
food.
go.
I eat some
Yeah.
canned
It
food.
was a pleasure meeting you.
It's so lovely to meet all of you.
Yeah, you should probably. Yeah, you can have tea some other time. Maybe put that down.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for the
Thank
tea.
you so
Yes,
much.
of
It was
course.
so good. What was it? What was that? There was like a little.
There was like
there's
a
spice?
chocolatey note.
Yeah, that
you
was
know?
it. Like a
It's
spicy
very
chocolate.
earthy.
That's
Chocolate
Mother's
tea.
little secret.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Cool. And
So-
we'll be seeing you. And is there a door that I can see where?
There is not. You can only see the one from which you came. The rest of the room is still dark.
So which way do we go?
Do you happen to know where
Yeah,
the exit is?
I believe it's just back behind us, but
You would know that you go further into the tunnels, Mother, out the other side of the dome. There is another way out, a couple ways. But they'd have to go through the facility, your laboratory, of course.
I'll say it's a bit of a dangerous trek outside.
You'd probably have to lead them in the general direction, as you are the only one who knows the way.
I suppose I will take you outside.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Mother.
you
that
so
would that would
much.
be appreciated. Yeah,
You're
thanks.
so nice.
Are we all allowed to call you Mother? Is that okay?
Oh, of course, darling.
Okay, thanks.
That Northwestern hospitality. Gotta love it.
Oof. Oof. I'm very into it. I hope I can find my own mother someday.
Mother turns and walks into the dark.
And I
She
follow.
knows her way around. Mallory, as you see her drift into black, you realize the only way to follow is for you to do so and the lights might kick on. So you walk forward. As you walk out of the distance of one set of lights, there's a small area of black. You start to wonder, will the next group turn on? And then they do. And you're confronted with yourself, standing before you. Yourself doesn't speak. You recognize yourself, but you're younger. Years younger. You look up at yourself. This you doesn't say a word, but is quite perplexed by you. You see Mother standing on the other side. She can't see this interaction, but she can assume that your brothers and sisters would run into you at some point down here. Now that this light is on, the rest of you notice in the surrounding area others that you faintly recognize, people you've seen. But something's off. They're quite young. In fact, one over there looks a lot like Dr. Ronnie. But he's chewing on what looks like a femur. Blood around his lips. They're all looking at you. This doesn't seem to bother Mother, of course. She's leading you out. Guys?
Shut up, Tibby.
I'm just like looking at myself, and I like almost like I'm looking in a mirror or something. I like wave in front of his face.
Young you waves back.
Mallory, we should probably move just like a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
The young you turns and goes to Mother's side, pulling on her jacket.
Hello,
Mother,
baby.
you can feel his embrace as he hugs around you. He doesn't speak, of course, none of them do. Never really had a need to develop a language down here. Touch does enough in the dark.
So, am I to assume then that he could see me?
He probably could not. Only slightly. The movement, the figures, similar to his mother.
Cool, guys. Wow, there sure are a lot of children down here.
So beautiful.
Great looking kids you got.
Ooh, thank you so much.
So nice to have siblings.
The young Dr. Ronnie in the corner stands up, his head tilting. These voices are new to him. These sounds. It startles him.
It's okay, it's okay.
Hey, it's okay, buddy. No, it's
You're
fine.
right.
It's fine, you're fine.
Mother knows he's probably hungry.
Oh, baby. Are you a little peckish?
Ooh.
Huh.
Do we...
With his
Got
hands
any-
out, this teenage boy starts walking in the general direction of the group. Hey guys, what are we doing?
We're getting out of here, right?
Yeah, and we'd love to stay. And it looks like you've got a lot on your hands with feeding your kids, so we'll just be on our way. If
How are you going to find your way out?
Well, we of course would
I
be.
have a great sense of direction.
More kids start stepping out of the dark.
If you can just point us in the right direction.
Circling
we have a
around.
map. We have a
the
map.
lights.
These sounds, all these new sounds. So interesting.
I just start walking in the direction that she was leading us and see what the lights show me.
Mallory Jenkins, I need you to roll your flight for me. Difficulty of 6. Should be quite easy for you to succeed.
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
You run past Mother, pushing the young you aside. As you dart past, moving down this hall, you come to a spiral staircase, moving down, deeper into the dome. Mother, you hear these footsteps of your baby running from you. Did he lie? Did he mislead you?
Baby?
Everything's fine. Guys, hey, we should probably get going and leave
Baby,
Mother
why-
to doing
why-
what she needs to do.
Why
Hey,
are you running? Here,
As
go to
he
the bathroom.
runs,
It's
you
fine.
all see the light start to trail with him.
Shit!
Okay, we gotta go,
Oh,
we
yeah,
gotta
we're
go, we
going
gotta
with
go.
him, baby.
I need everyone else to also roll their flight for me. Difficulty of 6.
So 4.
4.
3.
3.
I'm on Tibby's back though, so what did Tibby roll?
So
Oh,
smart.
you gotta combine it.
Yeah.
You're
This
like,
is just you like
you've
pumping
got
your
the carrot
arms.
in front of him.
Yeah. I'm just encouraging him, patting him on the back.
You have 4.
Yeah.
You have 2 tokens available.
Yeah.
You actually have 4 available, but if you
Okay.
use 2, you could succeed.
Yeah, I'll use 2. But I also want to yell at Mother.
Mickey Jones, you have 5 tokens available.
Okay, I'll just use 3.
Billy Baker, you have 4 tokens available.
Okay, what do I need to get?
A 6.
Okay, yeah, I'll use them.
All 4.
3.
Mbeth Peg, you have 0. I'm just kidding.
have
You have
1.
5 tokens available.
Oh, wow, I thought I only had 1. Yeah, I'll use 2 of those.
You all manage to dart past Mickey on Tibby's back. By Mother as she reaches out, now hearing the sounds of these rushed footsteps moving behind you. But you know something they don't, Mother, just as much as your children know it. Where everything is. The layout of this facility. The doors that must be opened. They may have ran from you now, here, in this room. But where could they run to? You've been trapped down here, Mother, for over 18 years.
If it was that easy to leave, you would have done it many, many years ago. So you all run past Mother, following after Mallory Jenkins as you get to the spiral staircase, moving deeper into the facility underneath KOllOK. You pass many rooms, all of them closed. Do you keep following the staircase?
Well, I wanted to say that I've sort of waited for everyone to catch up to me, knowing that I'm basically the only source of their light.
Cool.
Guys, what the...
Who has the map?
Oh, hey, it's
does.
over here.
Yeah, we need to know where to go. Does it say... Is there anything that can tell us?
Roll your brains for me, difficulty of 6. And Beth Peg, as you stare at this map quickly underneath the light, as you can hear the footsteps
10.
of the children behind you. From this spiral staircase, you can assume that you're going through the first powerhouse. You'll exit into the filtration facility. Or the other exit, just to the right of it, with many branching exits that lead to the other council mammon meeting area and the long tunnel. Another, if you were to exit out and then take a left, would lead you to a place that just says portal with the grotto listed above it.
I want to take a right into that hallway.
Well, you see, you're on a spiral staircase.
Ah, right.
There are many doors around you.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking a right, you see you're in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to figure out a way to know which way is the right way.
I almost said, can I check the sun for the direction?
Girl Scout M, get it.
Wait.
Oh, God. I'm going to hand the map back to Billy.
No!
Can I see?
Baker
Can I
has the
see if I
map.
have a compass in my backpack?
Ooh.
I would like to think that I would.
In the past, you may have. You've become quite arrogant. No, Billy Baker. Roll
I'll
your
pull out my
brains
cell
for
phone.
me. Roll your brains. Difficulty of 6. This should be quite easy for you.
No,
Usually
it's
you
not.
are prepared.
Oh, cool. 10.
You have a compass.
Cool. I whip out my compass and I turn the map so that it's facing north. Judging by the compass, the N
Roll
with
your
an
brains
arrow.
again for me. Difficulty of 10.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's cocked. 1. Wait.
The map
Yeah, it's a
does
1.
not list north. You don't know which way is north on this map. I guess there isn't.
What's that all about?
I stand corrected. I actually did write north.
I could
on
swear
the
it says north, but
And
every
east.
time I turn it, it turns into a
And south
Z.
and west.
Okay, so I point the map north. Okay, and pull out my compass. We need to head. We need to head north. North. East.
Do you know how to read?
Yeah, no, definitely. This is definitely right. We need to head northeast.
Yeah, how to know what way we're facing right now? Oh, right, the compass.
I got a compass.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we heading towards?
You're on a circle staircase at the moment, leading
can
down
we get to
deeper.
the bottom?
Let's get to the bottom
I'm
of this
sliding to the back of the group.
staircase.
Okay, yeah,
'Cause
let's
it's
go.
taking a
And
long
I
time
just
to
start... guys, follow me. And I just start heading down the staircase.
As you start heading down the staircase, another set of lights come on, and further down the staircase, you see a collection of deceased bodies.
What the
What's it smell like?
Would you like to know?
No.
No.
It smells exactly how you imagine cheese might. If you were to open that vat. Musky.
Are they in the way of
Thick.
whatever?
There's not really good airflow down here,
You had to ask.
but also not much bacteria. Nothing really to dispose of it other than the chemicals that were inside those bodies themselves.
They're just kind of
The gases from internal. Eating away at the flesh. Not like the flesh that you saw in cheese, though. That was quite clean. Precise. Quick. No, this is time. Decaying. It's messy. Imprecise. It makes your eyes water. Your nose begins to run. All on instinct. For Mother, though, this smell has become quite common. You get used to it. You can hear your children further down the stairway. Would you like to take the elevator down?
I absolutely would.
As you would know where it is.
Dang it. So
You don't need to roll for that. You know this facility.
Elevator.
You and some of your children open the old elevator. You see with Mallory here, or Merle, some of the power is restored to this area. Thinking, with his return, that operations must be able to resume. It's been a while since you've got to use the elevator to go down those stairs. So you make your way down, closer to your lab. Do you like you guys to make your way over these bodies?
Yeah.
Are they in the way of the door that we need to get to?
We need to head straight north.
You just need to climb over them. It's only a small obstacle.
Right. Yes, then I would like to head to the door that leads north.
And I would say that these bodies, they're young, small, like children.
Ugh.
Tibby, try not to touch any of them.
I'm not planning
I
on it.
pull my jacket sleeves over my hands, and then I'm like, guys, we gotta go.
Do they look like little Mallories?
You'd be able to tell if their faces weren't decomposed so much.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. That I asked.
They've been there a while. The skin has almost become like rock, melted onto the bones underneath. Like shrink wrap.
Ooh. You good? You good?
I'm good.
Let's go.
And I just make my way to the door.
Is it weird that I miss cheese as I climb over?
Why did you have to say cheese right now?
Because it kind of smells like cheese.
I know. Oh
I'm
my
trying
god.
really hard not to touch them. If somebody else could hear, somebody needs to take Mickey.
I'll carry Mickey.
Somebody
over.
take Mickey.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you, girl.
Tibby climbs up onto the railing of the stairway and tries to walk his way along the side, making sure not to touch any of the bodies. But then he falls.
I swear to God.
As you watch his body down into the dark below.
No!
We have to grab Tibby.
Are you kidding me?
Grab him.
Somebody grab him.
You hear a thump.
What?
And then quiet.
Tibby?
All right, well,
Tibby.
I'm going to go investigate.
Yeah, how much further were we from the bottom?
2 more floors.
Ooh, did he just...
God damn it, Tibby.
Can you help him get down there?
Look to where he fell.
You would be running into the dark. So Billy Baker runs further ahead from Mallory.
I follow
down
him.
the spiral.
My God.
Mallory running closely behind.
At least he doesn't have hair, like, to get the gunk in, you know?
Oh my God. Can we go get
Guys,
Tibby?
your light is heading away from you.
I'm following
Oh,
as
I'm
fast as
saying
I
that
can.
while I'm following you.
Yeah.
The further you run down, the stronger the smell becomes. So intense, it's like you're running through water. So thick. It slows you down. It burns your eyes. You begin to be able to taste it in your mouth. The iron and the air, the rot, the bacteria.
Can I roll my grit to see if I can ignore the smell completely?
You may. Difficulty of 10.
Can I do that too?
Ooh, that's a 7.
You have 4 tokens available.
Sure, I'll use 3.
You're able to push through. So focused on the task at hand to get to your friend that you're unfazed by the smell. Would anyone else like to push through the smell?
Yeah.
All of you. Interesting.
What if I don't?
It's fucking gross, and that's about it.
All right, then I won't roll.
Difficulty of 10.
19.
Oh, 5.
6.
Neither of you have enough tokens.
I don't want
to
to use
succeed.
them anyway.
Yeah, no.
From
Please
now on
don't bark
out,
on
your
my head.
grit will be 1 lower as it's getting to you. Affecting you. You as well, Billy Baker.
Hey, Mickey.
The horrors in front of you, though you've seen a lot. Something about death that gets to you, Billy. Something about the realization of death not being an abstract. Not something that happens somewhere else. Out of sight. out of mind. No, now, Billy, you're confronted with it. It fills your nostrils. It has a presence that's unavoidable. So not only does it affect you, you begin to remember through the smell. It triggers the memories of every time you left a universe behind. You start to imagine what their screams might have felt like. Did their bodies get a chance to decompose? Or did they just cease to exist? Your mind's flooded with these questions. Your grit will now be 2 die lower. Mallory, do you continue running?
Yeah, I want to get down to Tibby.
You come to the bottom of the staircase. It takes a moment for the lights to catch up to you. But when they do, now that you're at the bottom, the light from the top of the main dome kicks on, illuminating the entire area. You see Tibby. He seems momentarily passed out, but within the arms of Mother, surrounded by a floor littered with bodies.
Oh, Mother, wow, thank goodness you were there. My friend fell.
Mother, how dare they bring you to this place? This is where all your failed experiments must go. There's not many places you could dump them, this open area being really the only good option. You didn't have to pass through this area to get to your lab. You've tried to stay away, making your other children bring them here. You're now confronted with them, with the child that got away, and the young, fragile boy in your arms.
I was nothing but nice to you.
I
welcomed you in. I told you I would take care of you.
I haven't seen you for...
And now we're here?
I haven't seen you for 19 years, okay? You can't just expect me to just act like everything's normal.
Of course nothing's normal. Look where we're standing.
I'd rather not.
Oh, good, you're coming too.
Tibby looks down at the ground around him.
Have we
What the
It's okay, Tibby, calm down. We're okay.
Ma'am, I really want to go. I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be here right now. Can you let me go, please?
You all lied to me.
We didn't lie, okay?
You lied to me.
No, we said we were leaving.
I want to go. I want to leave right now. Please let me go.
Please let Tibby go.
We'll have to hurt you if you don't.
Ooh,
Tibby. I'll let you have your friend. But I want my little boy.
You have plenty of little boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one up there. He looks just like me.
I raised you.
Well, you didn't.
I raised you. And then Merle took you from me.
No!
As Tibby yells out, he will use his 3 tokens to tap into a part of himself that he knows is there, but he doesn't want to confront. As he places both of his hands up behind him onto her face, you feel an immense pain reach into you, as you feel your very jaw break under his touch. Your nose start to rescind back into your skull.
Oh, God.
Your ears, as if being crushed by a vice, pushing inward.
Tibby, stop!
As Tibby lets go and has a chance to run, he runs directly towards you. As you feel this pain overtaking you, your cries anger the other children.
Guys, let's go. Let's go. And I just
Go
run
where?
toward the door that leads to the north.
There is a door on the opposing side. On the other side of this field of bodies. These cries, though, they trigger a response in the other children. You hear their footsteps from above.
Make her stop.
Guys, we have to go.
As you look up, you see them blindly flailing over the edge to get closer to Mother.
Get out of the way. Get out of the
As
way.
in
Yeah.
droves, they start falling from the ceiling, from the top floor, smashing into the ground next to you. I need each of you to roll your flight as you run across this field of bodies. You will have to do so dodging them as they fall from the sky.
That was on my finger. Roll
Difficulty
again.
of 6.
I got a 6.
I got a 6.
I got a 10.
I got a 5.
I got a 2.
You're on
Mickey,
you're on Tibby.
you have
You're on
no.
Laura.
I'm on
How
Laura.
could he be?
She's on Laura.
She's on Laura.
Who has a token left?
You have 2 tokens available.
Who's going
And
to
I
use her
have
token?
Token.
You can use Mickey. You have 2,
Okay.
which will not get you to succeeding.
But she's on my back.
I understand
so it's fine,
that.
Right?
So she just gets hit by one of the falling bodies.
All right.
As one of the children latches onto your legs as they're falling, you don't feel it at first, but you feel the weight dragging you down. As you look down,
Can I,
Mickey
like,
Jones,
punch
you
at
see. You may roll your fight, difficulty of 6.
Oh, boy.
The rest of you start dodging, jumping through this field of bodies, making it to the other side of the room. As Mother's skull is crushed in, she's still conscious, but the pain is immense. Some of these that fall and land, their falls are braced by the other bodies below. Others are not so lucky as they land on their necks, their chests, their skulls. Some that land on their legs, you hear them break, but it doesn't stop them as they continue all crawling towards Mother. They're surrounding her now as they begin to lift her up, pulling her up above the bodies.
Guys, we have to go now.
I rolled a 5.
You try pushing off this young child. As you look down, it's another young Jenkins.
Oh, no.
You see this young face of Mallory clawing up on you, trying to climb your legs as you continue smashing at it. Laura, you begin to feel weighted down as you look behind and see that one of these individuals is grabbed on.
This thing won't get off me.
Can I help?
What do you do?
You know what? I'm going to try to turn and just scream at it as loud as I can to see if, like, the noise will startle it off.
Roll your brains, difficulty of 12.
Oh, no. It's like you think that's a bad idea. It's a 5 idea.
You turn and scream directly into the face of this child. Is it...
Okay, well...
You made it
As
worse.
the rest of the children all start screaming in the exact same way, in unison.
It's a bad idea.
The sound echoing throughout this domed space reverberates.
Hey, Mel, can you make them stop?
You find it hard to think, hard to focus. You make your way towards the edge of this other room. Mallory Jenkins, what do you do?
Guys, follow me. Follow the sound of my voice over here. This way, this way.
They can't hear you over the sounds of the screams, though you can see him waving in general direction as you begin moving in there. Tibby, as he runs forward, holding his hands down. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
I want to call for Tibby to come to us to help.
I need you to roll your flight for me to break through the sound.
6.
I was going to say difficulty of 6.
Okay,
so that
perfect.
works. Tibby hears you faintly. He looks over across the bodies, his vision blurred, his body swaying. He
Tibby.
sees one of them grabbing onto you. He begins running as fast as he can.
Tibby, stay with us.
What do the rest of you do? Billy Baker.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to follow Mallory. wherever the light is.
You as well. They get to you, Mallory Jenkins. You're standing at this door.
Guys, well,
The rest of them, though, Laura, Mickey, Tibby, they're not quite there yet. They're still in the crowd, as you see more bodies continuing to fall. You can't tell what's more disturbing, the sound of their screaming, or the sound of them hitting the floor.
we have to go. We have to get them. How?
What do we do?
What do I see as far as like their struggle right now?
You see Tibby has just about gotten to them. Laura's pulling on Mickey, as the others, now more, have started to grab as they were slowed down, reaching through this field of bodies. It's hard for you to see in this mesh of people who's alive, who's dead. You can see now, though, in this bright light, how many of them are deformed. How many of the experiments weren't as fortunate as yourself.
I want to try the handle on the door and see if it opens.
Roll your brains for me. Difficulty of 10.
5.
Mallory has 1 token available. Mickey could maybe help if she was there. But Em has 3. Billy has 1. If all of you together worked on this door, that would be enough.
I'm gonna help.
I'll help.
I know you don't want to use them, but it might be a good choice.
I know.
Billy Baker, Embeth Pegg, and Mallory Jenkins all slam their weight together into the door. You hear it budge slightly. It needs another hit. So you continue hitting it with all your might as Tibby gets to the group. What do I do? What do I do?
Get it off me!
Get the tiny Mallories off of her.
I'm afraid to touch them.
What? Just pull Mickey. And I'm going to start, like, trying to kick clones off of her.
Tibby takes you, Mickey, and starts pulling on you with all of his might. He's able to rip free as he begins running, but now he sees Laura is being held onto. What?
Just fucking go!
As Tibby puts his head down and runs towards the door. As he gets to the door, he throws his and Mickey's weight into it as the door slings open quickly. As the light turns on in the hall, revealing a long hall with nothing in it. An opening. But you see Laura. She's back there. They're pulling on her, trying to pull her towards Mother, as they continue lifting Mother up into the sky, her face now bleeding, her hands in the air covered in blood. You can barely recognize the woman, given the damage that Tibby had done. What do you all do?
Guys, we have to go back for Laura.
Yeah, how do we help her? I don't know what to do. I'm the light guy. That's all I can do.
I don't want to use my powers.
I'm gonna run back to Laura, and as I'm...
Can I tell you that you have 6 tokens available?
I'm running back to Laura. I'm not using my tokens right now. I'm pulling...
So you would like to run directly towards her over this field of bodies with people falling from the
off...
season. Roll your flight for me.
God damn it!
You see, you're a target right now.
How
Beth
much?
Peg. Difficulty of 12.
Okay.
You went back into danger when you had an opportunity
I
not
wasn't
to.
aware they were still falling. Can I use my power?
You'll have to accept this failure first. As you begin running back in, directly towards Laura Bennett, trying to help your friend. First, there's a grab at your ankle on your left side. And as you go to fall, you see another hand reach out towards your face as it begins to get closer and closer to the ground. You feel a tear against your jeans on your back. ripping one of the legs, claw marks going down the side of your calf. You feel another rip on your shirt next to your arm, the sting of fingernails digging through your skin. You have a chance to react. How would you do so?
To use my power.
What would you like to do, Beth Peg?
Well, I have 64 seconds. So I'd like to at least
Time
get to Laura.
stops as you see two hands directly in front of your face that were headed towards your eyes. Another hand grasped around your ankle and your right arm. First, you have to kick them off. As you pause momentarily and look up at the scene around you, like that of a painting, as the single light from the ceiling, directly above that of Mother, her hand stretched out, and her creations falling from the sky, into the field of failed experiments below. Laura stopped, merely 20 feet in front of you. Her arm reached back, ready to slam into the face of one of these children. Mind you, most of them are very young. They haven't been down here as long as some of the others. What do you do?
I'm going to brush off the hands that are grabbing me, and I'm going to start my way towards Laura. Carefully picking out where I'm going to step, because I know decomposing bodies kind of bloat and they'll explode if you touch them wrong.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You have 64 seconds. Walk me through it.
Okay. How far away is she?
20 feet.
Cool. I'd make it there in like 15 seconds. And then I get to her. I'm going to grab all the things that are grabbing her and pull them off of her.
That takes another 15 to 20 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. I'd like to at least pull her to a point where there's not any bodies above us. So I don't think I'll be strong enough to pull her all the way through all the bodies. I at least want to get both of us to a place that's not about to get hit by a body.
Okay. You have a brief moment. It's merely 10 seconds of silence, but it's a long 10 seconds. A chance for you to catch a breath before time starts and continues again. As your fist slams through to nothing, you find that Mbeg is right next to you.
We have to go.
Thank
now.
you. Yeah.
Roll your flight for me. Difficulty of 6, both of you.
5.
You have 3 tokens available.
I'll use one.
You're going to need to use 2 because she has 0.
I'll use
How do you
2.
help her run?
I'm still grabbing on her arm, and as I yell at her, we need to go, I'm just going. I'm pulling her along with me.
As time continues, the thud of all the bodies hitting the ground, your footsteps going over the decomposed ones, the screams of Mother. You get to the door.
Come on, guys, get through. We have to close this thing.
Before you close it, you look up, Mallory Jenkins, at your creator. You know this to be true. You see her, bleeding, lifted to the sky. Mother, through all of this, that aura that you can sense, you can see it in the distance, through the pain, about to leave you all over again. You have an opportunity to say one thing as that door closes, something to stay with him, to imprint on your child, as if this scene won't in and of itself. What do you say, Mother, as the door closes?
No one will ever love you the way that I do.
The door shuts. You are met with silence. The door seals.
Is everyone okay?
Thank you for not leaving me.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should, heavy door and all, but we should probably keep.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Okay.
Hey, Tibby.
Yeah?
Do you mind giving me a little help?
Yeah. I would, but something about what I just did kind of messed me up a little bit.
Okay.
It might be a while before I can help.
It's okay. At least I'm not shot, Not going for me.
I guess we should.
I think we gotta. Yeah, that's still behind this door. Let's keep moving.
What door
right?
did we just go through?
Are we headed north?
Yeah.
If we just go this way, we can take a left up here to go to the portal, or continue straight and hit the Mammon Council meeting room.
Well, we came here to get answers
We
about
need to
the
leave.
council.
Let's get out.
We need to leave.
The meeting room's not going to get us out. The grotto will.
Yeah,
We need to leave.
We need to figure out what's happening at
we should go to the
the
grotto.
house.
Is that the only way out?
No, but the other ways are maybe
Guys?
miles down this hole.
Tibby?
I don't
Tibby?
feel so good. As Tibby Devon falls to the ground,
I try and catch him as he's falling. What I've noticed, he was fainting.
you catch him as his eyes roll back into his head. And that is where we will end tonight's episode
No!
of KOllOK 1991.
You found yourself back at the start.